Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. Saint Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. Saint Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
Are you a farmer or an agricultural producer looking for comprehensive risk management? Look no further than Belmond Ag Risk Services. Our experienced team of professionals understands the challenges facing the farming industry and can help you navigate the complex world of crop insurance. With our personalized approach, we can help you find coverage that meets your unique needs and budget. At Belmond Ag Risk Services, we know that unpredictable weather and other factors can impact your crops and livelihood. That's why we offer a range of policies, including revenue protection, yield protection, and more, to help ensure that you're protected when the unexpected happens. So whether you're a small family farm or a large agribusiness, trust Belmond Ag Risk Services to help you protect your crops and your future. Contact us today to learn more. Belmond Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
We are currently in our 10th year of operations here at Bet Roofing. One of the most exciting things about owning a business has been just seeing us grow over the course of that decade, from starting out again pretty small to what we're able to accomplish in the amount of square footage of roof we put on.
So this year will be our first year of being full-time roofing. So kind of what our plan is to keep on doing what we're doing right now, but obviously we want to expand and grow upon the business and probably branch out into different communities in North Iowa.
One of the things that we really pride ourselves on at BET Roofing is the people that sell you your roof, the people that give you estimates, are the ones that actually are on the job site every single day, putting shingles on your roof, looking over projects, and just making sure that things are held to the highest quality that you would expect for your home. We know that roofing can be a pretty crucial part to protecting your house from the elements, so we make sure to be as responsive as possible to get out to your house, and if we need to cover something up short term, but we try to also make a priority as our customers contact us and reach out to us, getting them on the list and moving forward as soon as possible.
I enjoy the manual labor of it. Some people don't enjoy that, but I'm one of those people that do. And I enjoy the work. It's very fulfilling, and you get to see what you accomplished every day, and working with the people is probably one of the biggest things that I enjoy too. It's fun to seeing people satisfied with the work you do.
One of my favorite parts about roofing is seeing the physical progress you make on the job site each day. You get a lot of satisfaction from driving by properties you've done in the past and seeing what you've done and being proud of what you're able to accomplish. Definitely is a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it in the end as well.
As a family-owned business since 1922, we have a good feel for what it takes to be a strong and growing member of the local economy. Our hope is that our customers and employees have a warm and welcoming experience each and every time. We strive to communicate a clear vision and plan for individuals, our company, and our community's success. We work to ensure that the quality of all of our people, our products, and our services stand the test of time. If you would be a good fit for our company in a mechanical or managerial position, we would love to hear from you. Benefits include competitive pay, 401k, health, dental, and life insurance, flexible spending accounts, vacation, and holiday pay. Because we believe it's more than just a place to work. It's a place to call home.
Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. Saint Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. Saint Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
Are you a farmer or an agricultural producer looking for comprehensive risk management? Look no further than Belmond-Klemme Risk Services. Our experienced team of professionals understands the challenges facing the farming industry and can help you navigate the complex world of crop insurance. With our personalized approach, we can help you find coverage that meets your unique needs and budget. At Belmond-Klemme Risk Services, we know that unpredictable weather and other factors can impact your crops and livelihood. That's why we offer a range of policies, including revenue protection, yield protection, and more, to help ensure that you're protected when the unexpected happens. So whether you're a small family farm or a large agribusiness, trust Belmond-Klemme Risk Services to help you protect your crops and your future. Contact us today to learn more. Belmond-Klemme Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
We are currently in our 10th year of operations here at Bet Roofing. One of the most exciting things about owning One of the things that we really pride ourselves on at BET Roofing is the people that sell you your roof, the people that give you estimates are the ones that actually are on the job site every single day, putting shingles on your roof, looking over projects, and just making sure that things are held to the highest quality that you would expect for your home.
If you or someone you know is in the market for quality Iowa farm ground, there's 215 acres available just south of Saint Ansgar. Contact Elaine Govern at Govern Farms and Homes at 641-985-4030 for more information.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Look at that, we got it right there. We got
your future. Let's protect it.
We're on you, Travis.
Contact Agent Brian Putnam with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Belmond Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man, it's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
Is he slow? Oh, heck no. It's not your average Joe. Right here on Saints TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We got a little bit of crowd noise here. Let me adjust that. That's going to be our main man. Duke is on the field tonight.
Hey, everybody.
Duke's got a camera on us right now. We're going to go to that camera here, I think. Once we have my camera set there we go. There's Duke Scoop's camera. So, Candle Genius here. We got Duke Scoop, Travis Charles. We're here right in this window. Oh, he just left us. There we go. Here we are. We're broadcasting live tonight. It is football night in Iowa. We got Duke Scoop, Travis Charles on the field with live cam, the field cam. And to my left, my partner here, the Joe Belmond with tonight's play-by-play.
Beautiful night again in St. Ansgar. We've had a little bit of each, right? We had too hot first week. We had just about perfect last week, and now we've got a little moisture on the field tonight to start week number 4 here in St. Ansgar.
Yeah, right when you send me down to the field, too.
Go ahead, Travis.
I said right when you send me down to the field.
Yeah,
it's a nice, cold, wet night.
we let Travis go down to get his feet wet on a night like tonight, but it's humid, it's sticky out there, but it shouldn't be too bad a night for football. So it's homecoming here in St. Ansgar. It's been a great day, been a great week for the kids. I know talking to kids and parents, it's been a really good week here in St. Ansgar. Look to top it off with a win tonight. Your Saints coming 3-0 on the season, with 2 of the best wins in Class A. I heard it described online this week, and I think that's probably true, with a win over a ranked 2A Osage team, and of course beating previously unbeaten #1 West Hancock last week.
Massive wins for us, Joe, and it really goes to prove, is this team any good? Joe, is this team any good?
I think if you asked our head coach, he'd tell you not yet. I think he's right. You look at the film, it's always fun for me to go back and rewatch these on Saturday or throughout the week and just get little glimpses of big plays and stuff like that. And I think he's right. We've got a lot of room for improvement, and that's the best news, right? Is we're 3-0 and still could get better. And I think that's the message tonight. That's what I'm sure the coach has kept his foot on the gas in practice.
Now for tonight's starting lineup.
Hey, we got to keep
first for head coach Kyle Wilkinson
and
the Belmond-Klemme Broncos.
Is this thing's trying to get better in senior and do this again. So they come in 3-2-0 in the district. Belmond-Klemme's on the opposite side of that, right? They're coming in 0-3. They've lost those 3 games by a combined 157-0 score. They're young. They're very, very young. They're dangerous. That quarterback of theirs, you're going to hear his name a lot. Hefner, number 17. He's the guy to watch on their side.
And he's just a freshman.
He's just a freshman. You know, he was their starting shortstop in baseball as an 8th grader. So he's an athlete. There's no doubt about it. And the coaches have schemed against him all week, and they'll be ready for that here this evening. So it's homecoming, right? A lot of distractions, a lot of things going on. The keys to victory tonight, I think, are to take care of the football, right? And you heard Coach Clevenger talk about that this week in his interviews in the paper. Is we got to take care of football, right? We've been living dangerously the first week and last week. We lived a little dangerously, losing the turnover margin battle, but still winning the game. And that won't continue. That's a cliff we don't want to tow across the rest of the season. So I'm sure that's been the message: is take care of the football. And I think we'll see some adjustments tonight, and guys focused on that. Number 2, I got to come out firing, right? Come out and execute early in the passing game and rattle their young QB on defense. We talked about him being just a freshman. He's athletic. He's quick. He's a freshman. Let's get to him early. That'll be a key for the Saints. And we do that by dominating the lines. The offensive line and the defensive line, I think your key to the game there is going to be dominating those 2 lines up front. We've done it the last 2 weeks. Let's do it again this week. And then I think that leads to my key number 4, which is get some young guys some work. I hope that happens tonight and is something that we get to see this evening. Really, several of them were forced into duty that first week at Osage with some injuries, and then guys like Connor Mullenbeck haven't played a lot the last couple of weeks. So I know they'd like to see those guys get some more work this week, and I think we'll see that as well.
Well, when we consider, Joe, last week, that entire game against the number 1 ranked team in the state.
Yep.
3 turnovers in that game, and how many points did those turnovers net for the opposition?
Yeah, nothing. Right?
Nothing. So hats off the defense of this Saints team here, who didn't give up when the offense lost the ball. And granted, the offense and the defense on this team are the same players for the most part.
Yep.
Our guys are playing everywhere.
Yep. But they, defensively, I thought our game plan last week and our execution were off the charts great. I think they did a really nice job, not only scheming, but then executing as well. Looks like they're bringing the colors out here, Eric, so we'll continue to fill a little bit here. When I get to the national anthem, we will pause and let you listen to that live here in Saint Ansgar. Travis Charleston, or Duke Scoop, down on the field with sideline cam tonight, and he'll have his mic on and off throughout the night as well, so you hear him chiming in. That's the Duke Scoop from the sideline.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats, as tonight's colors are presented by the Walter T. Annenberg American Legion Post 358 from Saint Ansgar. Before we play our national anthem tonight, I ask for a moment of silence for the fallen Algona police officer, Kevin Cram, who was killed in the line of duty this past Wednesday, September 13th. Thank you. Please remain standing for our national anthem, being performed tonight by the Saint Ansgar Saints Marching Band.
Well done by the band there. I don't know if you caught that at the beginning there. They had a moment of silence here for Officer Kevin Cram of the Algona Police Department, who was killed in the line of duty this week. I think it probably goes unsaid, all right? Everybody's thoughts and prayers here in St. Ansgar are with those folks in Algona and with both school systems and their community, and, of course, Officer Cram's family. So rest in peace, officer. Back to the lighter side of the night, back to football, and thank goodness we have that, right, to help us forget some of that, or at least pause it for a little bit on an evening like this. We can enjoy a high school football game.
Yes, sir, and there are your St. Ansgar Saints boys running through. I don't even know what you call that thing those cheerleaders made.
I don't know.
We also got our we got airplanes flying up overhead there. We got that off the field cam. The boys, the airplanes.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
It is a beautiful night for football.
That'll get the blood flowing. The student section is fired up. Looks like it must be blackout night tonight. I see some black tops and bottoms. We got a few glow sticks. We got a little bit of everything going on. So the student section is bringing it again here tonight. So. Well, we're just about ready for kickoff here in St. Ansgar. Sideline cam picking up a little. Look at that sun off in the west. A beautiful night for football. So let's get this thing going tonight. I think the coach's message this week was, the most important part of homecoming is the game. And I think that's a great message to have with these kids. I know they're focused and ready to come out. Like I said in my keys to the game, foot on the gas. All right, come out firing, come out with your foot on the gas, and go dominate this thing early. Up front will be a key for the Saints as they get started. A couple of players to watch. We talked about Brody Hefner, number 17 for BK. Macklemore, a senior receiver, number 1. He's got 7 catches for 80 yards. And number 23, Jackson Johans, who's a sophomore linebacker with 12 tackles and an interception. So he's kind of been their guy on defense. For the Saints, of course, it's number 41, Reagan Witt, leading the team with 33 carries and 178 yards with a touchdown. Jay Suisau, junior quarterback, who's 15 of 30 for 294 yards and 5 touchdowns to start the year.
Tremendous year for Jace. Tremendous year. Really proud of that kid.
32, Dylan Brum, junior receiver, 5 catches, 163 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Made a couple key plays on the defensive side last week also. And then, of course, the king, number 36, Christian Michaels. 17 tackles and a fumble recovery to lead the Saints on defense.
Big day for Christian Michaels today. Got crowned homecoming king along with his queen, Coach Clevenger's daughter, Hannah Clevenger.
Congratulations to both of them.
Congratulations.
What
a fun day.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Cool small-town tradition, right, to have that experience and to get to go through it. And the kids are all super supportive of each other. You can tell they're all a bunch of friends out there, and that's fun. Connor King's going to kick it off. So Belmond-Klemme will have the ball first. They are the Broncos, so the Broncos will have the ball first to start the game here tonight in St. Ansgar. We've talked about the kicking game, and Connor King, I'll give you a stat to back that up. He's 5th in Class A in kickoff yards to start the year. So the first 3 weeks in, he's got the 5th most kickoff yards. Some of that is a reflection of we scored a bunch of touchdowns. That helps.
So you don't get kickoff yards unless you're probably scoring points, because everyone's got the same number of
correct, exactly.
opening halves. Right?
He also has the 3rd longest made field goal in Class A at 32 yards. Of course, that was last week.
That's an impressive stat.
Yeah. I read online this week in one of the forums, somebody said St. Ansgar must have found a new kicker because they made a field goal, and like, no, same guy. He just figured it out from week 1. So that's good for him to do that. Connor King kicks it off, and we are underway here in St. Ansgar. Fielded by Bronco at the 20-yard line. He's brought down at the 25. That was right on the return. Well, he sets up the Broncos 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Again, Hefner, number 17, quarterback. He is their leading rusher. He, of course, is their leading passer. They're going to run a spread offense most of the time tonight, so you'll see them come out here, I would guess, in a shotgun formation. with 3 or 4 receivers. We'll see what we get to start the game for the Saints defense. Saints are bringing a blitz right away off the edge, and they get to him, but he gets out of the pocket. Scrambles forward where he's brought down by Reagan Witt and Jay Schweisow. Gain of 2 on the play. You see Christian Michaels coming on that edge blitz there. The back did a really good job of tying Connor King and Christian Michaels up on that play. Saved what was a negative play right off the bat.
Good, nice replay there off the replay cam.
Yeah, it's awesome to have that view on the sideline cam. That thing is awesome. So it's 2nd and 8. 27-yard line. Hefner keeps going nowhere. Connor King meets him in the hole. For a loss on the play. Looks like he get back to the original line of scrimmage. Loses 2. Connor King saw that guy coming. Yeah, he sniffed it out early and was right there to make the play. Great start for the Saints defensively. It's 3rd and 10. You can see how far on that replay, how far our line is pushing their offensive line into the backfield.
Great footage there by Duke Scoop. Thank you for your sideline cam work. We're getting some nice replays off of that, Duke, so thank you for that.
Anytime.
On 3rd and 10, Hefner back to pass, Hefner back to pass, overthrows his intended receiver, who is number 1, Xander McLemore. So that'll bring up 4th down and the punt team. Well, Hefner, again, a pretty good-looking pass, right? Did a nice job of getting enough air under it, just a little too deep for his intended receiver. Like Carson Sparrow right there in coverage. In fact, I think Carson maybe got his hands on it right there at the end from looking at the replay. So the punt team is on. Back to return is Dylan Brum and Tyke Remster. It'll be Dylan on the return. Brum fakes the handoff, keeps the ball, goes around the end. He's across midfield and up the sideline. He goes 20. Down of bounds at the 10-yard line. Great return by Dylan to start.
Great return.
Start the offense for the Saints in prime position at the 10-yard line of the Broncos. They marked him out about the 15-yard line, so he'll be back at the Saints will start 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Oh, starting the wishbone. Check out then of that. Got Christian Michaels in the backfield along with Reagan Witt. The handoff goes to Christian. Runs the ball up the middle, keeps the legs moving for a nice gain on 1st down. Again, offensive line pushing guys backwards, turning what was a pretty short run into 9 yards. Great perspective there, right? The whole first level's gone, and it takes a linebacker to come in there to try to get the stop. Well, Jace back under center here. 2nd and 1. Ball goes to Connor King, who runs around the end for a touchdown, Saints. Connor King, and all that motion had everybody fooled. I think they thought the ball was inside, and out around he walks for a walk-in touchdown for the Saints.
I tell you what, not your average Joe. I missed it on my camera, and so I'm hoping that our main man Duke's got it.
I missed it too.
A ton of misdirection. Ton of misdirection there.
I was just going to play your replay.
What a great play in the way it was drawn up.
We'll come back to it. Sorry, after this kickoff, we'll come back to that, see what we can piece together on that. Sorry, Joe, go ahead.
No, King on to kick the extra point. It's up, and it is good. Saints lead 7-0 after a 3-play, 15-yard drive capped off by a Connor King touchdown run.
We're going to go see if we can take a look at that replay here before we go for a quick break. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
There he goes. There he goes on the left-hand side of my camera. And even then, I'm not real sure about what I'm looking at there. But
no doubt.
Connor King in for the big score, making that a 7-0 Saints lead here in the first quarter with 9:25 remaining. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this message.
At K2 Agronomy, we embrace a holistic approach to crop production, focusing on soil, seed, and plant health. K2 Agronomy, helping our customers to achieve the maximum return on their investment.
At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
Soy.
Who's
wax.
back there? You got numbers?
I have. Let's see. We're not kicking yet, so I'm going to zoom in and see who we got back there for you. We got 13, is it?
12, I'm guessing.
Well, let's go with that.
Braden Wright is number 12. Back to return Connor King's kick. And I believe that's Macklemore on the top of the screen. I think that's number 1. So those are your 2 return men for the Belmond-Klemme Broncos. Saints lead 7-0 early in the first quarter. It is Wright. Returns the ball to the 25-yard line where he is smacked by Tyson Klein, Christian Michaels, and a couple of other Saints.
Tremendous hit.
At the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from the 24-yard line. Yeah, just a great job of pursuit there. Hunter Hillman was the other guy there. I knew there was one more. That would have been Hunter Hillman. So the Broncos go 3 and out on their first drive. Saints defense looks to do the same thing here again. Hefner takes the snap, quick pass out, and it is dropped. Pass was dropped by Naranjo. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. You know, back to that touchdown, Eric. The credit to the offensive line. Jacob Eberling, Braden Halverson, and Christian Michaels. All 3 had great blocks on that side to seal that edge. The reason we were all confused is because the guys who were supposed to be tackling him were on the ground because they were just blocked out of the play completely. And Connor King goes around the end for an easy touchdown. So it's 2nd and 10 here for the Broncos. Again, run that spread offense. They're going to throw it a bunch tonight. Back to pass again, quick pass. Out there to number 1, Macklemore. And he rumbles ahead for a first down near the 40-yard line. So first down for the Broncos. Really nice job there, and I think that's what they do well, right? That's what's dangerous about this young, accurate quarterback is he's got that ability to do that by himself just a second at a time, a quick short pass that kind of becomes a run, and they turn it into a first down. Saints look to make an adjustment here. Hefner back to pass, pressured by Connor King. Has no choice but just to throw it away. Had guys in his face in the backfield coming around that end again in a hurry. He just throws it away where it's not going to get picked off and lives for another down. So that'll be 2nd and 10 from about the 40-yard line for the Broncos. After they get their first down of the game. Short pass coming again, quick pass out to 30. There's a couple of Saints get round up together, so Doherty turns no gain into 6. After a couple of Saints, like I said, kind of get wrapped up with each other, I think, and get brought down there as they were trying to make that tackle. So he's able to jump out of there and gains, like I said, gains 6, maybe 7 on the play. It'd be 3rd and 3. 8:40 to go in the first quarter. Saints lead 7-0. The Broncos are nearing midfield with a key 3rd down here early in this game. A nice hard count by the freshman. Looks like they're going to get our defensive line, the middle of our defensive line to jump. Be a free first down for Belmond-Klemme.
Well, we can't give up too many of those. We got to get back on the camera here.
Yep, that's it's tough. Those big guys in there are chomping at the bit, ready to go, and that's one of those cases where just a little too anxious gets us leaning a little bit and turns it into a first down for the Broncos.
But honestly, our defense is good because they're quick, and sometimes something like that's going to happen with a quick defense.
Yep, exactly, and that's a mental thing that they work on and they'll talk about. Handoff, the first run of the game goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a yard on the play. James Rosendahl is the carrier there, number 21. Loses 2, 2nd and 12. Good negative yardage play there for the Saints defense. Can see they're just not getting any push up front, and our guys are going to eat that up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Without that push up front, like you mentioned,
there's no place for him to go. Connor King and Hunter Hillman both in the backfield, force him to step up into the sack by Chase Nedved. Both defensive ends come flying around the corner. He kind of steps ahead to avoid the tackle and right into a sack by, I believe the kids affectionately call him Cheesy, number 77. I think he likes that. I think he prefers to be called that effect.
It seems like it. It sure seems
but
like it.
Watch Hunter Hillman and Connor King both right there, right? Steps up, and there's big 77 to save. We're going to put you on the ground there, fella. So it's 3rd down and 19. All the way back on the other side of the 50. Saints bring a little pressure again. Connor's there, forces the early throw out. It's caught and complete to 21 Rosendahl, but he's brought down immediately by Christian Michaels. For a short gain, it'll be 4th down and 16 or 17 yards to go, and the punt team's back on for Belmond-Klemme. Wilms was on the kick. Brum and Remster back to return for the Saints. Short punt. Fair catch called for by Tyke Remster. He makes that fair catch at the 31-yard line. So great start for the Saints. They lead 7-0, have forced two punts from the Broncos on their first 2 possessions. 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Be Saints ball at the 32-yard line.
Should we go see how the students are doing?
What did you want?
Say
what
that
did you
again?
want to see?
The students.
The students. I thought you said snoots. I don't know about the
you
snoots.
know what? We're heading into a play right here. I think I can capture this one if you want to get yourself positioned. For the
So we'll be going to student cam here in just a minute. Let's watch this play. Jace keeps, rolls it out, pass thrown over the middle to Hunter Hillman. Great catch by Hunter. He rolls across midfield and is brought down at the 45-yard line.
Great play by the Saints on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of those things they wanted to work on this week. You know, a 22 or 23-yard gain there for Hunter Hillman on 1st down.
Let's go get that student cam, Trav. Can you hear us right now? Let's see what's going on with the students.
Here's the student section. Blackout night here in Saint Ansgar. The student section's doing a great job. Back on the field, Jace takes the snap, throws again, caught by Dylan Brum for a short gain. Good throw and catch, kind of replaces one of those runs, right? One of those short curl or out routes there for a gain of 4 on 1st down.
There's a replay on that pass right there where Dylan's reaching, get as many yards as he can on that. Not exactly reaching for the pylon on that one, but it will take every
I saw
yard
enough
we can
reaching
get.
for the pylon in the Vikings game last night. Let's not do that.
That was a bad deal last night.
The Vikings, I tell you. Good thing we had the Saints here to cheer for. Jace keeps it. Runs over that right side for a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 3. Oh, nice keep there by Jace. That's a design run call there. Does a nice job of picking up positive yardage on 2nd down. You can see that's a run the whole way. They'll ask Connor King to hold that block a little longer in practice this week, and that's something he knows. He'll work on that. Always an opportunity to get better, right?
There's always an opportunity to get better.
For sure.
Now, if you tell me who's got that ball, then your eyeballs are a whole lot better than mine. We're going to take a look at the replay here from Duke's spot.
It's
here
good
to see
for
if
a
he's got little
first
better
down
angle.
for the Saints. Vanderwall in on the tackle. First guy through's got it. I'm just not sure if that's Christian or who that was in that play.
I don't know either, man. That's that's part of the beauty of the Saints offense is that the defense doesn't know who's got it either, and doesn't that offer you a few options?
Yep.
Now that I know who's got it.
This is Christian. Up the middle, around the end, into the end zone. No, down at the 1 yard line, it appears. Christian Michaels with a big carry. I'm still waiting to see where they're going to spot that thing at the 3, maybe? Something like that. I thought he was in from this angle, but a great run, great blocking up front. Christian Michaels around the end there. It just gets brought down inside the 5 yard line.
I thought he had that one,
Joe needs his eyes checked.
What?
I love it. I did that today, by the way. I went to the eye doctor. Connor King up the middle. Touchdown, Saints.
Did you get your eyes dilated by chance?
I did not. I got some new contacts, so maybe I need to trade those back in. But Connor King with a 4-yard touchdown run makes it 13-0 Saints. Credit to those guys up front. Again, huge push, huge hole. Connor King does the rest. And now he's on. No rest for number 27. On to kick the extra point. Reagan Witt is your snapper. Jace is your holder. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up. And it is good.
Kind of a line drive kick there
Line
for the
drive
kicker,
kick.
but the result is the same.
Correct.
As one more point for the Saints. Bring us to a 14-0 score. And we're going to be right back after this message. If you or someone you know is in the market for quality Iowa farm ground, there's 215 acres available just south of Saint Ansgar. Contact Elaine Govern at Govern Farms and Homes at 641-985-4030 for more information.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land.
Welcome back to St. Ansgar, where the Saints lead 14-0 with 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Perfect start for the Saints tonight. 2 stops on defense, 2 touchdowns on offense. Connor King's going to kick it off here. Give the Saints defense another opportunity. High kick, fielded by McLemore. Turned up the middle.
Oh, what a hit.
Oh, wow.
Great hit. Connor King, Christian Michaels in on the tackle. Reagan Witt wasn't far. Who else, right? Those 3 guys on defense and kick coverages have been unstoppable. Have just played great. Big hit to start this one. Belmond-Klemme will have it first down and 10 from the 26-yard line. You know, the average start position for our opponents this year is as good as I can remember it for the Saints in terms of it's as bad for the offense as I can remember it. They have started on the wrong side of the 30 repeatedly here to start the season for St. Ansgar. Hefner back to pass. Thrown out and caught. Good pitch and catch, caught by McLemore out near the 50-yard line. Well, they gave him time that time. He's an accurate passer, has a great arm, and that's where we talk about the dangerous aspect of that kid's game. It's that right there. So the Saints will look to eliminate that time that he had. And the Broncos did a great job up front that time of having more blockers than we had rushers and gave him time to make that pass. A nice gain for the Broncos on first down. Gonna pass it again. Quick pass out to McLemore. He is met and tackled immediately by Corbin Michaels. Number 2 in on the tackle. He was right there, saw that one coming, and read it beautifully, made a great textbook tackle to limit him to a gain of a yard.
Those Michaels brothers are quite the tandem on the field, wouldn't you say?
Look at it from the sideline cam. You can see Corbin make that read, right? Change his level, change his direction, and go make a great tackle. That's a great angle from Travis there on the sideline cam.
Anytime, Joe.
Keep it going, my man. We're going to pass again. Ball is tipped and intercepted. Intercepted by Corbin Michaels.
And there's another Corbin Michaels highlight for you.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was. Was it Hunter Hillman got a finger on it? He gets just as much credit for that interception as Corbin for making the play. Hopefully we get it on replay here. We can see who got a hand on it. But the ball was tipped right to Corbin. It's Hunter, I think, gets a finger on it, just enough to slow it down. It was intended for McLemore again.
There's a good
and
shot
a great,
for you, Joe.
Yeah. There it is. He tips it, and Michaels makes a great athletic play to go up and get it. So the first turnover belongs to the Saints. We're going to spread them out here. We have 5 wide receivers on the field. It goes to Connor King. Kind of a screen pass.
Oh, Truxton.
He plows forward through a would-be tackler. Connor King gains 12 on first down. Set up really well. Great design on that play. 3
Great
blockers
design.
out front. Kind of a short, easy throw, right? Kind of a guaranteed, hey, this is, again, almost a running play, but we're going to start it from the outside. And you get Connor King a couple of blockers out front, and he's going to do some damage, as you see here, as he delivers the blow on the tackle. Okay. 3 receivers up top. Michaels in motion. Handoff is to Michaels. He beats a guy around the end, cuts back, and falls ahead for a first down. Michaels with some crafty running there. Ran a long way for an 11-yard gain.
Yes, he did.
But again, the guy there, right, the defensive end is sort of in position, stayed home to make the tackle, and Christian just runs around him. Christian's just faster than he is and gets around that corner. Sideline cam's got a little extra crowd noise, sideline noise for you. You can hear what those boys are doing down there on the sideline tonight.
We do have a little extra sideline.
Yeah, I like it.
Got some good colors here on the sideline cam. We're going to tune into that one here for this play. Jace is looking to throw.
And he does. Connects to Hunter Hillman, a wide open Hunter Hillman. Who runs forward across the 20-yard line down to the 18, where it'll be first down Saints. Saints are marching down the field. All the time in the world for Jace. Can feel that pressure behind him. Makes a really nice throw to a wide open Hunter Hillman for a nice gain on first down. McLemore in on the tackle. Handoff goes to Michaels. Goes around the right end.
He's shifty, man.
He is shifty. He is shifty. No doubt about it. He gained a couple extra yards there at the end of the play. Just with a little wiggle. Gained him nearly 5 on the play. 45 seconds here left in the first quarter. Saints lead 14-0.
Pretty sky.
Oh, what a beautiful night it's turned into. Reagan went back in at fullback, it appears. Jace back to pass. Oh, really well done, well defended by the BK defender there. Comes in and makes the, gets just enough of Hillman as he goes by legally to prevent the catch there. That's a design throw. You know, Jace is throwing it to a spot there, and Hunter intends to run underneath it. Just the timing wasn't exactly right. We can see that here on the replay. But again, well protected. The offensive line's doing its job. That's that handoff to Christian on the play before that we're seeing now.
All right, we got to get back to the game here, and we'll go find that replay for you.
Jace keeps, gonna pass. Throws it out to Tyson Klein. Tyson Klein inside the 10-yard line, out of bounds at the 8. Gain of 5 on the play. believe that will be 4th down for your Saints. They're just short of a first down, so it'll be 4th and a yard. They marked him out at about the 9, leaving him a yard short. I think we might get a heavy dose of 41 here, Eric. Let's see if I'm right. QB sneak. Chase keeps, drives forward across the 5-yard line for a Saints first down.
We'll take a look at those replays here, Joe. Trying to drum them up here from the passing play to Hillman. I might have been a little bit late on that one, but let's.
This will be the end of the quarter anyway, so they are not going to run a play here. It'll be the end of the first quarter where the Saints lead 14-0 over Belmond-Klemme. Well, there's that pass play right there. You can see how close that a game of inches, right?
Game of inches.
And he's about 6 inches short. But a well-thrown ball and like I said, timing play. One will run again. I'm sure we'll see that one again as the season progresses. Great start for your Saints here in the first quarter. They lead 14-0.
And here's a quick one from the end zone here, that last one that Duke Scoot gave us here. Nice end zone view. And we're going to take that opportunity now to go to a quick break, and we're going to be back right after this message from our sponsor.
Saint Ansgar State Bank has a strong commitment to farmers. We provide the highest level of service with quick turnaround time, competitive interest rates, flexible payment options, and the ability to work with you on any size loan. Our agricultural banking specialists are experienced in farming and understand the important role agriculture credit plays in your operation. Because of our ability to make local credit decisions, we respond quickly to your total agricultural financing needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank, helping you meet your financial goals.
Here in St. Ansgar, Jace under center, hands it off to Reagan Witt, who plows forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Reagan Witt with a 5-yard touchdown carry to start the the second quarter, where it's 20-0 Saints. Reagan just, the offensive line doing their job, right? I'm not sure anybody even got a hand on him as he runs forward into the end zone, right up the middle. I was just a play early with that Reagan Witt call.
You were a play earlier, and I was a little play late getting there. These guys moved across the field in a hurry on that one.
In a hurry.
Didn't get our last commercial in.
Kick is up, but I think we're going to have a penalty. We sure are. Even I could see that one from up here. We had an offsides on Belmont's defense there. The kick team, I think he thought he had the snap count read, and he did not, it turns out. So a little early. The Saints are going to try it again.
We're going to go here to that, what I captured of the replay. Oh, does he need a new one? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, plug that in for him.
We got the student section bringing us batteries to be recharged. Here we go on the kick again. Connor King's kick is up, and it is good. Saints 21, Belmond-Klemme 0. With just 4 seconds gone here in the second quarter. This game could not have started any better for your Saints. This is exactly what they wanted to do tonight. I said one of my keys to the game was keep your foot on the gas.
Keep your foot on the gas.
The foot is through the floor right now on the gas. And
we didn't expect anything less from Coach Clevenger and these Saints, who lead 21-0. And we'll be right back right after this.
Consumer loans for real estate, automobiles, RVs, and dreams. Whether you are buying your first home, taking a dream vacation, or paying for life's little extras, we have a loan that will fit your needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank. Local since 1891.
Whether you're hosting a dinner party or...
Welcome back to St. Ansgar, where the Saints lead 21-0. 4 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Connor King will be on for the Saints to do the kicking again. Wright and McLemore, I believe, back to receive for the Broncos. Just a hard-nosed run there by Reagan Witt to cap off what was a really quick drive with, I think, 2 or 3 completed passes. Jay Suisau in that first quarter had 55 yards of passing. Christian Michaels had 54 yards on the ground rushing. So great start for the Saints, just exactly what they had ordered up.
54 just for Michaels himself, is that what you said?
That's correct.
And he does look good tonight.
He does. He's kind of been the workhorse this evening. So it's right on the return. He returns the ball right to the 30-yard line where he's tackled by Hunter Hillman.
Right on the return for the Broncos, tackle made by Hunter Hillman.
Hunter, again, in on that kick coverage. We say a lot of the same names on defense. They just have played so well up front from that defense, those defensive end spots, him and Connor King. And then, of course, our linebackers are in there to close the door if anybody happens to get by there. Hefner back in that spread again. Got 2 backs with him here. He's going to pitch back to Wright, who's caught in the backfield and tackled for a big loss on first down. The Broncos lose 3 on the play on first down. Just a heads-up play. Reagan Witt's back there. Christian Michaels, a host of other Saints. Just a heads-up football play of we understand what's happening here, and they read it so well. And look at Chase again, chasing from the backside. Great tackle. Connor King in there early as well. Same formation here. See if we see one of those quick passes. Looks like we're checking with the sideline. Hefner checks there, takes the snap, and he's going to keep it. Runs right up the middle. If we got the ball, are they going to give it to us? He definitely.
I think his butt maybe was down on that.
No, Saints ball, turnover.
Wow.
Hunter Hillman just took the ball away from him.
Just ripped it out
As
of his
the
hands.
quarterback's going to the ground, Hunter says, I'm going to take that, young man.
I thought maybe he was on the ground, and let's see if we can even capture that here. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit too late getting that clip out of there. Because I was pretty sure that they weren't going to call that a turnover.
Yeah.
So apologies to those who are
Hefner's
looking for that.
keeping it going forward, and Hunter just takes the ball away from him, strips it away. The Saints knew they had it. So the second turnover goes the Saints' way. Here early in the second quarter, they lead 21-0. Suisau under center, hands it off. Hard running up the middle for Corbin Michaels. So we get the other style Michaels that time. Same result, gain of 12 on first down.
We got the sky cam apparently. So let me get back to.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're okay. You're okay. I happen to have yours on the play, and then I was capturing that replay on that one. So go ahead and move freely, get where you're going. We got the main cam going here right now.
Back to the wishbone for the Saints. I believe that's Tyson Klein in the backfield. Jace is going to throw it out to Tyson, who runs up the sideline and is forced out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
About ran me over.
Great job there. Yes, got a sideline cam about got it.
Dukes. We're going to get Dukes on that one for sure.
15-yard gain. They leak Tyson out of the backfield this way. Jace makes a nice throw to him, and he does the rest. Just well drawn up, hard to defend. Everybody thinks, we're going to pound the ball up the middle, and then we run that. It's just super hard to defend. Really well executed. Jace under center, Reagan Witt in at fullback, Corbin Michaels, and Tyson Klein. We're going to pass. Jace over the middle, and it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Tyke Remster on the 1-yard touchdown reception from Jay Suisau. Again, that's that same play that I think Carson Sparrow caught a touchdown pass on last week, where we used the body to defend that, to shield the defender. Great pitch and catch, pretty easy pitch and catch, quite frankly. And we got a touchdown, Saint Ansgar. The 4th of the night to make it 27-0 Saints. Connor King on to attempt the extra point. Snap from Reagan Witt to Jace, the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. And the Saints lead it 28-0 with 10 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
The student section, they had a sign they wanted to show me.
Student section got something for you?
Student
we got the
section
replay
request.
going right now, the touchdown.
Ready.
And the student section is ready, so we're going to go ahead and move to the student cam here.
Here we go.
We are live student cam. Saints fans rejoice. Look at these guys.
They are fired up.
Be loud.
Or
What's it say?
be loud or go sit with your mom. I love it. I love it.
Be loud or go sit with your mom. That's fantastic. I love it. Thank you, Saints fans, and thank you, Duke Scoop, for running the fan cam to keep that energy alive.
You know, we haven't had enough of. We've had good sideline cam. We've had good student section. We don't have enough comments. You're out there listening. Shoot us a comment tonight. We'd love to hear from you, where you're listening from. You want to shout out for somebody? Let's get those rolling here in the comments on our live stream.
Hey, we got trivia coming up here sometime. We were going to do it at the quarter. We didn't get it done. This game has just been too exciting.
We're going to do it right here. We're gonna get our on the next change of possession. We'll get Joe's not your average trivia going here.
Not your average Joe's.
Connor King on the kickoff.
Ooh.
Gets underneath that one. Keep that thing in bounds. What do we got here? What are we going to call? Did that ball, I think, was downed by the Saints, is what they're going to say. We didn't throw a flag, so it didn't go out of bounds. Yeah, so it's going to be first down, Belmond-Klemme at the 25-yard line. I guess because if the Saints recover that ball, that's our ball.
Well, that's what
a
I was
live
wondering
football.
here. And that's what I kind of want to see on the replay here to see, did we not recover? I mean, we must not have recovered that, but we're going to go
But
here.
then it went out of bounds, didn't it?
Well, we were out of bounds when we first touched it.
So maybe that's what it is. I got you. Yep. Okay. I'm surprised that's not a... Okay, here we go. So it is 28-0 Saints, 10:24 to go in the second quarter. Early in this game, the Saints have dominated the line of scrimmage in this game, which has made the difference. We get a pre-snap penalty, it appears. Sure do. Got to delay a game on Belmond-Klemme. So that'll move them back 5 yards. I believe other than on the PAT, that's their second penalty. They had an offsides on the PAT, and then a delay to start a drive is not what coaches want to see. They won't like watching that one tomorrow. But they will try again here. First down, 15. Going to spread us back out again. Kind of gone back to that single back formation here. Looks like we're bringing a blitz from Christian Michaels. He does. He gets there, and he gets the sack. I could see that one develop. I got the perfect angle for that. Like Christian's going to go eat some lunch back here, and he sure as heck does. They lose 7 more on the sack. Great job by Christian Michaels. Just great instincts and a great play call by the defensive coordinator there to say, let's bring a little pressure right here. Let's not let him sit back there and pick us apart.
We'll take a look at Duke's angle on this one. No doubt about it. He was coming, and he was coming like a freight train.
And Hunter Hillman wasn't far behind him, right? He's coming hard from the other side. Oh, they had all kinds of Saints in the backfield. Makes it second down and 22. You're back to pass, thinks better of it, brings it down, tries to run, but he's shut down for no gain. Brought down by Connor King and Reagan Witt. So they do a good job staying home in the middle. Hefner was looking to pass, but nobody there. Brings it back down and falls ahead for no gain. Yeah, you can see that's what he wanted, but he saw Corbin Michaels coming, thought better of it. Good decision by him.
It really was a solid decision, because that's going to be a pick six if he doesn't pull that pass.
Exactly. That's a smart play by a freshman quarterback. Hefner back to pass again. Here comes Connor King again. We're bringing so much pressure, and we're in his face so much, he's got no choice but to throw it early, right? And then it develops into that kind of play where the guy just doesn't have a chance because he's got to kind of guess where he might be because he's going to get killed by Connor King coming around the end. So our pressure creates what will be a 3-and-out after a penalty, a big sack, and a couple incomplete passes, or a run that went nowhere and an incomplete pass. Get another false start here. So that'll back them up 5 more. It'll be a short field for the Saints. And that, Saints look to get the ball and start the clock running. That's, at the 35-0 now in Iowa at any point in the game, based on our research anyway, that clock will start and will run in all cases except for a few scores and penalties and stuff like that. So that's what the Saints will look to do here as they get the ball back. A great punt. It's fielded by Remster. He returns the ball up past the 40. Rolls ahead to the 31-yard line. Good return by Tyke Remster after a great punt by Belmond-Klemme.
Great return by Tyke.
I think I've heard the term outkicked his coverage. I think we might have done that here. And so the Saints are set up really well. Short field, ball at the 31-yard line, where it's 28-0 Saints, 8:36 to go in the first half. You can see we're just out-quicking and out-physicaling the Broncos right now.
No
I'm sure
doubt
that's a
about it.
word, but it is now.
It is now. You made it.
It is now. Chase back to pass. Throws it out to Tyke.
Ooh, dropped it.
That's Dylan out there.
Dylan, excuse me. That is Dylan.
He's an open Dylan.
An open Dylan, yep, exactly. Was running before he caught it. We'll learn from that one. That happens. Ball off his fingertips, or off his hands. And it's 2nd and 10. I like that we continue to throw the ball, right? We're continuing to try new things, run our offense the way we want to run it. Play the game, not the team, which is what's happening right now.
Absolutely. We got Duke's end zone cam capturing this play here.
Reagan Witt keeps, goes up the middle. Tough running for Reagan Witt. Plows ahead for 7 yards. And I say plows ahead a lot when I refer to Reagan Witt, but that's what it looks like he's doing to me. Mr. Witt is just
plays the game.
Keeping the feet moving, keeping the legs churning. And, he's after 2 or 3 yards, he's got a guy on him, and he just, falls ahead for, 4 more. just a beast.
Bowling ball.
Yeah, yep, exactly right. Exactly right. And a great run by Witt. It's 3rd and 2. Yeah, first down Saints, I believe. Yes, first down Saints. Connor King carries. So, inside the red zone, the Saints go. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Back in the wishbone here. Chase back to pass again. Ball's deflected. Number 23, Jackson Johans, makes a great play. Sniffed that one out, got his hands up, and got a piece of it. That'll force 2nd down. Oh, pretty well.
That's not what we need there. Sorry about that, folks. Let's get back to where we want to.
This is the replay here. You see, he does a good job of leaving his feet and getting that ball knocked down. Go back to live. Schmiesau under center. Keeps, pitches out to Connor King. He's got a seam and goes out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Connor King with an 8-yard gain, 9-yard gain on 2nd and 10 to make it 3rd and 2. That's what the Saints needed there, just to get a chunk of yardage. That's a play we haven't seen much this year. Love the design there. Pretty effective. Get the ball outside. Nice tackle by McLemore. Saints are going to call a timeout here. Going to talk this one over before we go to 3rd and 2. So this game has started exactly the way Saint Ansgar wanted it to. They've won the turnover battle tonight. Early on, they have 2 turnovers. A fumble recovery, I guess we would technically call that, for Hunter Hillman, who just took the ball away from their quarterback. And then an interception by Corbin Michaels. They have 4 touchdowns early in the game. 1 from Reagan Witt, 1 from Connor King, 1 to Tyke Remster, 1 to Christian Michaels, I believe, are our 4 touchdown guys tonight. So we got 1 passing and 3 on the ground. So after the short timeout here, it'll be 3rd and 2 Saints from the 12-yard line, threatening again. 4 down territory here. I imagine we'll see something quick and short on the ground here on 3rd and 2. Perhaps a Witt special.
We got the wrong camera here. Sorry, folks.
Is that my fault?
Going on there. No, that's me. That's me. Same thing I did last week. So I got a slide to fix here. Hopefully during halftime.
We'll get that fixed up.
For all of you sponsors who were hoping to see your sponsors flash up on the. Oh, there's a nice play. There's a nice play.
Touchdown, Saints! Jay Schwiesow with a beautiful 12-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Hillman in the back of the end zone. An absolute dime from Jay Schwiesow to Hunter Hillman for the touchdown. Beautiful. I think I've used that word a few times tonight. Well, I'm going to have to get the thesaurus out.
Jace has a great touch on the ball. It's just beautiful.
It's all touch there. Right. It's so fun to see. Great job, Jace. Great catch by Hunter. So Connor King on to give that crucial 35th point here. 7:12 to go in the first half. The Saints now lead 35-0.
35-0. What is important about that? Not your average Joe.
So the clock will run. We will have a continuous clock. As long as the point differential remains 35 points, the clock will continue to run. The officials will stop the clock periodically. Injuries, penalties, change of possession, scores, those kinds of things. But the rest of this game will go considerably quicker. Now that that 35-point differential has been reached.
So, Joe, we're going to take a look at that touchdown pass again. We were able to catch the tail end of it here. And you can see that, like you said, that thing was a dime to a wide-open number 42.
Yep. And he's only got to get 1 foot down in high school football, and I think he got his 1 foot down.
Well, the kid's got a stride of about 10 yards.
He had both feet.
Did he get both in? That's awesome.
Yeah, if you can check the sideline cam, I think I got it.
You got that? Yeah, from this cam, it looks like he's got one in and the other one goes over. So that's
the sideline cam here. Okay, let me see if I got that
awesome.
One here.
Looks like we're going to start to see our first set of young guys working into the game. We've got Colton Winia in to do the kickoff in place of Connor King. So freshman Colton Winia will be kicking off.
Here's that sideline cam right there.
Right there.
Boom.
Boom.
Foot.
Does he get that? Does he drag that toe?
There it is.
I don't know. I'm glad we didn't need it. It's very, very close.
Wow.
Great job out of Schwiesow and Hillman to connect for the touchdown there.
So Duke Scoop, the footage from the sideline is fantastic.
Awesome.
I know we're going to hear about it this week because it just keeps getting better. Great job down there.
I was on the wrong side for that touchdown.
Kickoff to the 25, brought back to the 30 where he is brought down by Tyson Klein. McLemore's brought down by Tyson Klein at the 30-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Saints lead 35-0. Bunch of great comments coming in. Thank you guys for that. Brad Mulford in the chat.
Number one super fan, Brad Mulford. Thank you for checking in. Eric Powers, I see you out there. Good luck on your recovery.
Yeah, we got a international viewer, Mazatlan, Mexico. John Hendrickson, thank you for the shout out. That's awesome. Hefner in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 1 back there with him. He's going to roll out, look to throw, and it's picked off. Intercepted. Let's see, I think it's number 12, Joe Clevenger. It is. Joe Clevenger with the interception. Read that beautifully from that linebacker spot. Knew what they were doing. Sat, kind of camped out. Can't wait to see the replay here, but looks to me like he read the quarterback's eyes and said, thank you, sir. I will take that. So Saints with their 3rd turnover tonight. 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery now for the Saints.
Here's that replay. Just kind of caught the tail end of that one. But no doubt about it.
He was sitting underneath waiting for it, saw it, broke on the play, and did a good job. So we got a new fullback. Is that Joe Clevenger in at fullback, Tyson Klein and Corbin Michaels in the backfield. Goes to Corbin, squirts through a little seam on the right side, falls ahead for, again, a simple 10-yard gain on first down. So next set of guys in, same results. Good job out of the Saints defense here tonight, obviously, to force 3 turnovers. I know that was a focus for us to hang on to the ball and find a way to become positive in that turnover game, that turnover battle, and we've done that tonight early on. Corbin, Tyson, and Joe in the backfield. The handoff goes to Tyson, who runs up the middle for 5 yards. 7 yards, 8 yards. They're still walking forward. Tyson Klein gains, let's call it 8 on first down. The offensive line is absolutely mauling their defensive line.
They really are. Not that we didn't expect it, considering the scores that each of these teams have scored or not scored coming into this game. But you don't want... Are we still in this replay? Are we back on live?
We're live.
Okay.
Jace hands it off to Tyson Klein, runs up the middle, into the end zone, touchdown Saints. Tyson Klein with a 10-yard touchdown run for the Saints touchdown. 41-0 Saints.
Tyson Klein's another kid who's just looking better and better every day.
Yeah, for sure. Just when he gets his opportunity, he makes an impact. I tell you what, so fun to see. Connor King on to attempt the point after to make it 42-0 Saints with 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. Saints 42, Broncos 0.
There's the Saints fans right there in blackout. They're screaming real loud. You can't hear them right now because we don't have Duke's microphone in front of him.
He's sideline cam down in the end zone.
Where'd you go? Oh, he's on his way. You know what? We're going to show that last highlight here, that touchdown from your camera here, Duke. So hang on for just a few seconds.
Let's give credit to those big guys up front. Again, we don't say their names enough, but man, what an impact they have made on this game. They have dominated this thing. Braden Halverson, Matthew Easley, Chase Nedved, Jacob Eberling's been in and out, offense and defense. Dylan Hansen is the center. Those guys are just absolutely mauling guys tonight. So fun to see.
Hey, give me a quick fan cam here, Duke. Quick fan cam before we go back to live action here. There we go, yeah.
The student section's done a great job again tonight.
Great job, students. We love you. We love the energy this year. Keep it coming, kids.
Winia on to do the kicking again. So Saints lead 42-0, 4 minutes before the half here in Saint Ansgar. Freshman Colton Winia with the kick. It's fielded at about the 24-yard line. It's booted, kicked forward, and recovered by your Saints. Carson Sparrow with the recovery of the kickoff after the return man kicks it forward, right? Short kick coming up on it, just didn't get there, and it kicks forward off of his foot. Carson Sparrow alertly jumps on it, and it's first down Saints at the 30-yard line, the Belmond-Klemme 30-yard line. Here's a replay. Watch this thing. Comes up, makes the right decision, try to get it, bounces off his foot, and Carson says, hello, football.
We'll take that. And that's give credit to Colton Winia on that. You know, that kick was just a little bit outside the scope of what that kick returner was maybe used to. A little shorter, kind of a line drive. Didn't have much time to adjust to it.
Jace back to pass, going to get pressured and sacked. Ball comes out. Jace takes a big hit from Rosendahl, and they get the ball back. So Jace fumbles on the sack there and is recovered by the Broncos. Not Jace's fault, blindsided there, nothing he could do. Hard to feel that pressure, got to have eyes in the back of your head on that play, and that's pretty tough to do. So the Saints give it right back. Still lead by 3 in the turnover department with 4 on the positive side. So Saints defense gets an opportunity. Looks like the starters are still out there for defense for the most part. I don't see any changes anyway.
There's your replay on that. You saw that coming from a long way here. Obviously, it's on his blind side. He doesn't see that defender coming around to get him, but
we're going to get a delay game penalty again, so instead they decide to take a timeout. 2:36 to go here in the first half. Timeout Broncos. Let's see what we got for comments here again. Looks like we got a bunch of Coach Clevenger's mom and family watching from Telluride. Hello, Telluride. And congratulations to Queen Hannah. Agree. That's awesome. Got a bunch of folks watching, grandkids.
Kind of coming through kind of dark
Yeah.
on there, so we can read them as we go here.
Absolutely. That's great. So glad we can, that's what this is for. Again, if you can hear my voice and you're within 10 miles of town, then get here. Be here. Be here in the
No doubt
seats.
about it.
We need you here for the atmosphere. I think Coach Clevenger said at the pep rally last night, right? This stream is for the folks who don't have the ability to get here. If you can, we want you here. And Eric and I, we love doing this, and we're so glad this has been so well received. Thank you for all your positive comments. But we want you here if you can.
We do.
If you can be here.
If you're not here and you are watching this game, these seats are $8 a piece. There's a little donation link right there. We'll put it back up for you here later, but we know that there's a lot of you who say, I wish I could be there, can't be there.
I just can't. Right. Yep. And that's who this is for. Hefner drops back to pass, intended for McLemore.
Threw that right at
Again,
him.
pressure right on him, and so he's got to throw it a little early. Unable to complete. We're going to have another penalty on the Broncos. We got an illegal shift on Belmond-Klemme.
Here's that replay.
That penalty is declined. Saints will decline that, and they will take that down. So it'll be 2nd and 10 instead of 1st and 15. Good decision by the Saints coaching staff there. So it's 2nd down and 10. Pass again. Complete.
Oh, what a catch.
Bobbled, and a great catch
Almost a
by
pick
Naranjo. It's close to a first down. I think he's just shy of that first down. He caught it about 3 times, Travis.
It was a good catch, no doubt about it. You got to give him credit for that one.
Looks like we were trying to jump the route there. Didn't quite get there. They go quick and get the first down with a quarterback sneak. You can probably hear their coach, who's next to us, saying, go, go, through my mic here. So he wanted them to get moving. And they do. They get the first down. They're going to go quick here. Obviously, running clock, minute 10 to go in the first half. Broncos are driving on the strength of Hefner's passing. We got a flag on the play. The ball is complete to number 30, who goes across the 35-yard line. That's Doherty, but that is coming back.
That one definitely coming back.
They're not allowed to tackle our defensive linemen, I don't believe, and I think that's what we.
Here's a replay that you want to see on that one, probably.
Holding on the offense. So instead of a 15-yard gain, that right there, you can't
we'll go
do
back to that. Let's see if we can get back. There it is. There it is. Yeah, we can't.
We'll turn that 15-yard gain into a 12-yard loss after the 10-yard spot penalty. So 10-yard penalty makes it 1st and 21. Sideline cam, Duke scoops, got her. Throwing out, quick pass again to Naranjo. Makes a nice catch. Gain of 11 on the play. He's 2nd down and 9. Timeout Broncos. So they take their 2nd timeout here. Running clock, so they have to take a timeout there to try to preserve that with 28 seconds left to go on the clock here in the first half. The Broncos have not scored this year, and I'm sure that's been a topic of conversation.
I'm sure it has
on both sides of the ball, and so I'm sure they're anxious to try to break that streak, and of course the Saints would like to try to prevent that.
Yeah, the Saints don't want to be the first team that they score on, no doubt about it. And yet, hey, this is football. These are just a bunch of kids working hard like anybody else. I feel bad for them for not scoring, but I certainly don't want it to happen on our field, not tonight.
Correct. Yep, exactly right. Exactly right. And I think you're exactly right. This is what high school sports, right, are supposed to be about. Is this opportunity to play and to get better. And these guys are young. Belmont's a young team. They've got some talent. You can see that they've got some speed and some strength. They just got to grow up a little bit. We're a senior-led, dominated team, and they're led by a freshman.
No doubt.
And they've got some seniors sprinkled in, but they will get better, and they will be better as they go. And I think they've played really well tonight, offensively especially. I've been very impressed with Hefner and their receivers, McLemore and Naranjo both. picked off. The ball is intercepted. Carson Sparrow with the interception returns it across midfield and down to the 41-yard line. Turnover number 5 for your Broncos
That'll
tonight.
be the half.
And that will be the half as the clock continues to run.
I'll try to grab Clev.
All right, we're going to go down to the sideline with Travis with Coach Clevenger.
All right, let's make sure Travis is turned up. We got.
I might get run over.
Don't get run over, Travis. Can we go to? There you go.
You got it.
can see that. So Travis is going to try to catch Coach Clevenger on his way to the locker room. Obviously, a happy Coach Clevenger, I would have a feeling. Let's find out.
All right, you said beginning of the year that we might not be a good football team, but we have a chance to be. Beat number 1 West Hancock last week. Now you're up 42 at half. Are we a good football team?
We're working on it. You know, obviously we're doing a lot of good things. We've come a heck of a long way since we're where we were week 1 against Osage, who I really think is a pretty good football team, really good football team. Made a lot of progress up front on the offensive line. Still have a long ways to go.
All right. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks.
All right, Travis, thanks for grabbing that. Thanks to Coach Clevenger for taking a minute to give us that. I think he's right on. We're getting closer. You know, I know his message to the team this week was be better every week. How are we going to get better this week? How are we better this week than we were last? And we have seen that tonight. Taking care of the football, other than one, free rusher that created a fumble that there's just really nothing you can do about if you're the offensive line or Jay Shreesaw. There's just nothing you can do about those plays. Are going to happen. Happened to Kirk Cousins last night. Happens on the biggest stage. Happens here too.
It sure does.
Other than that, a super clean first half for your Saints, and they lead 42-0.
Yeah, and as you said, you ran a lot of offensive plays there, right? A lot of offensive plays. In one case, a block gets missed on the blind side. The ball comes out. It's bound to happen. But again, like last week, how do the Saints respond? The defense is not going to get down on that. They're going to step up. They're going to play their game. They're going to make something special of it. Hey, let's do a couple of house cleaning things here. We want to make sure that we're covering a few things here before we go to the half. Now, I threw this slide up here a little bit earlier. If you're watching this game from somewhere, I don't care where it is. We hope that you're watching it from outside the city limits of Saint Ansgar. Go ahead, Joe. You're fine. Because if you are in the city limits of Saint Ansgar, we'd rather you be here, make some noise for your team, get in these stands. But if you're watching it from home or from wherever, hopefully you find value in this, and there are others who are in your situation that cannot cheer from the stands. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to bring the game to the people who cannot be here to cheer from the stands. We've got a partnership here with Give Butter. Give Butter is just a donation site which helps us collect the funds so that we can redistribute it. 100% of what we do is volunteer on this side. When I talk about Not Your Average Joe, when I talk about Duke Scoop, Candle Genius, on the volleyball side, this year we've seen Jack Tripper and we've seen Skippy D'Angelo. We're all volunteers. No one's getting paid for this, but the funds that you put toward this program, the Saints TV program, is going to go toward uniforms, going to go toward referees, going to go toward all those expensive things that it takes to put this thing together. So this is our goal, is to keep this live and keep it free, and it can only be free with a little bit of help from those who are willing to come and help us out. Now, if you're a business that serves Mitchell County residents or a Saint Ansgar residents, and you are a business in Mitchell County, you have a right to a free ad, which is presently located in the description of this live stream. Right now, we've got, this is a 10-letter winner ceremony. I'm going to get this thing cleared off. We're going to get to that here.
Yep, let's honor these guys and gals who put forth so much effort to earn 10 letters is a special thing. Here we go.
I don't know that we can hear. I'm not sure our audience can hear.
Finding the total of 16 varsity letters, 3 in football, 3 in basketball, 4 in golf, 2 in track.
Well, it looks like, maybe I'll just try to add here, looks like we've got Will Knowlton, Mallory Jewell, Mikhail Meyer, Ryan Hackbart, Christian Hermanson, Addison Tabbert, and Madison Hillman on the end.
Did you get everybody, Joe?
I believe so. I wonder if Macy Meyer standing in there for
Tate.
I bet it is Tate. Tate Meyer sure is. How did I miss Tate?
You were pulling my leg.
I was like, I think that's Macy.
Yeah, you're right.
She's
I kind of missed the Macy part myself.
Yep, absolutely. So Tate would be the other we're missing. So congratulations to those former Saints, all last year Saints, right? That earned 10 letters. That's awesome. It takes commitment to do that, right? Not just one sport or two sports, but it's. I think our coaches like to brag about the 4-sport folks we have around here, and you have to play a lot of sports to earn 10 letters.
But you sure do.
So congratulations to them. I've got some stats if we want to go through those now, or do we want to take a quick break and come back?
Now let's do the stats right now. We got to be open to, is the homecoming court doing something here at halftime?
There will be. That will be coming up here.
Okay, let's start with the stats, and then that's an easy thing to.
Sounds good. So the Saints have 223 yards unofficially. Total offense in the first half, 83 yards passing and 140 yards on the ground. Christian Michaels with the main ball carrier with 54 yards. Okay, so that obviously was what the Saints needed tonight. You got Tyson Klein with 18, Connor King with 22, Joe Clevenger with a 3-yard run, Jay Schwiesow with 9, Corbin Michaels 22, and Reagan Witt 12. Connor King has 2 touchdowns. Tyson Klein has 1. Reagan Witt has 1. Jace has 2 passing. One of those to Tyke Remster and the other to Hunter Hillman, who's up to 47 yards in the first half again. He's looking for that second 100-yard game.
Is he our number one yards receiving tonight?
He is, yep. So he leads us with 47. Tyson Klein has 18, and Connor King has 12. So a great night again receiving for Hunter Hillman. I'm afraid he's not going to get the opportunity to get to his 100. So looks like we're starting the ceremonies here for homecoming. So we'll go down to them.
Can you sneak that through and just kind of hold it up to Glenn on that? We can hold that. We're going to sneak that mic through, see if we can get Glenn doing his announcing here. He's the master of MC. We're going to try and get his voice in here announcing.
Activity is the game and decorating the hallway. The biggest challenge for the year is not arguing with her sister during practice. Her favorite high school memory is being on a team with her friends in volleyball, basketball, track, and softball. And after high school, she plans on attending an undecided school to study medical laboratory science and continue playing volleyball. Her escort is Hunter Hillman. Hunter is the son of Lonnie and Jennifer Hillman.
That's Lonnie right there.
Activity is the game. Biggest challenge for the year is getting up for school on time. Favorite high school memory is playing in the Dome his freshman year. And after high school, he plans on attending NIAC for HVAC. Next up is Kaylee Hicken. Kaylee is the daughter of Kim and Corey Hicken. Her favorite homecoming activity is the game. The biggest challenge for the year is waiting to eat sea lunch. Her favorite high school memory is Mr. S.'s seminar. And after high school, she plans on attending an undecided college for dental hygiene. Her escort is Drew Powers. Drew is the son of Derek and Amy Powers. His favorite homecoming activity is the game. The biggest challenge for the year is figuring out what he wants to do after high school. His favorite high school memory is beating Newman Catholic to go to state in baseball. After high school, he plans to attend an undecided college for an undecided major. Next, we have Josie Jar. Josie is the daughter of Pete and Beth Jar. Her favorite homecoming activity is the dress-up days. The biggest challenge for the year is saying the Pledge of Allegiance over the announcements at normal speed. Her favorite high school memory is Waka Waka Just Dancing in Nelson's Spanish class. And after high school, she plans on going to an undecided college and major in psychology with a minor in kinesiology. Her escort is Tyke Remster. Tyke is the son of Brent and Jamie Remster. His favorite homecoming activity is the game. Biggest challenge for the year is getting to school on time. His favorite high school memory is when Derek took the tires off from his car. And after high school, plans on having fun. Next, we have Morgan King. Morgan is the daughter of Brian and Karen King. Her favorite homecoming activity is the game. Her biggest challenge for the year is waking up for calculus. Her favorite high school memory is talking to Deanne and Hewitt. After high school, she plans to attend an undecided college for an undecided major. Her escort is Carson Sparrow. Carson is the son of Eric and Janet Sparrow. Favorite activity is the game. His biggest challenge for the year is answering these questions. His favorite high school memory is state baseball. After high school, he plans to attend an undecided college for an undecided major. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2023 homecoming queen, Hannah Clevenger. Hannah is the daughter of Drew and Gretchen Clevenger. Her favorite homecoming activity is the game. Her biggest challenge for this year is understanding why college is so expensive. Her favorite high school memory is running the state track. And after high school, she plans on attending an undecided four-year university to pursue a major in biology. And your 2023 homecoming king is Christian Michaels. Christian is the son of Heidi and David Michaels. His favorite homecoming activity is the game. The biggest challenge for the year is talking. His favorite high school memory is state wrestling. And after high school, he plans on becoming a champion of the NBA dunk contest. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 homecoming king and queen and their cord. Congratulations.
Maybe we should have muted before we did that. Sorry, everybody. Well, that was a great presentation here in homecoming night of the court and the king and queen, which, of course, the names that he was announcing were rarely the actual individual. Mostly it was dads. But congratulations to Christian Michaels. Congratulations to Hannah Clevenger. And congratulations to all those kids just for being voted to be up there. It was a lot of fun this week for those guys.
Yep. What I said, a great tradition and even more fun in a small town, I think. Everybody knows everybody. They're all friends, and they get to share that senior experience together. As a senior parent, I can tell you it was my first, this time around, senior experience, right? Where it kind of hits you like, ooh, this is real. Like, these guys are that I've known since, most of them since they were born, right? And we Saints Daycare, that their time as a Saint is coming to a close.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Time flies. Hey, let's get through these slides here one more time. And again, please consider donating. This is a partnership, like I said, between a program called Give Butter and Your Saints TV. And 100% of the proceeds go back into the school's programs to pay for the expensive things, the sports, the uniforms, the referees, etc. If you're a business that serves Saint Ansgar residents, yeah, you deserve a free listing, and there are opportunities to get to do some of the commercial advertisements and things like that we have here. Scan this code, answer a few questions, and we will be in touch to get your details, get your free listing up. Hey, guess what tomorrow is, folks? Tomorrow is Autumn Artistry in Osage, Iowa. We had a wildly successful Fall Fest here last weekend. Thanks for all who attended here in St. Ansgar. This weekend is Osage's weekend. It's Autumn Artistry in Osage, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's going to be an incredible array of talented local artists showing and selling their wares. And we've got to say thank you, Farmer State Bank. Thank you, Grain Millers. Because of you, all of the students get into all of the home games completely free of charge this year. Now, those ticket prices were $5 until last year. They're $8 this year. That is a hefty donation.
Yeah, I saw the dollar amount attached to this that they gave to make that happen.
Yeah.
And thank you, Grain Millers and FSB. That's a big deal. It's a big commitment from both of those companies that goes directly to benefit kids in our community. So thank you.
It really does. Just help make St. Ansgar a great place to live. Joe, do we have more stats, or do you want to get to trivia?
I have one quick stat I want to give you. We didn't go through the Belmont stats. Let's talk through it just really quickly. Hefner has 66 yards of passing, a 9-yard average, and 7 of 15 attempts-wise. So if we look back to last week, they have more yards passing than West Hancock did against this defense. So their running game has not been able to get going. They've got negative yards rushing, but they are They have been able to throw the ball successfully tonight. And again, with hats off to the freshman quarterback for making that happen, and a couple of really nice catches by Macklemore and Naranjo. So it's been it has been all Saints on the scoreboard, but the Belmond-Klemme has especially offensively, has shown some promise tonight, and they will continue to do that. It'll be an exciting second half. I think we'll see some young guys rotate in for your Saints, so we may be scrambling for names and numbers up here, so you'll have to forgive us for that as we start to rotate in some of those folks with the running clock here in the second half. Let's go to trivia so we can get that one done here.
All right, here we go. Not your average Joe's. I wish I had a jingle here. Average Joe's trivia question of the week. Who was the last Saints quarterback to throw for over 100 yards?
I think that's 1,000.
1,100 yards. 1,000 yards. Man.
In a single season. A season.
In a season.
1,000 yards, right? We're going to, Jay Schwiesau's over 300 through 4 weeks here in this early season. So where will he end up? Who was the last Saint to throw for over 1,000 yards? You can answer in the chat. There are prizes.
There are prizes.
And if you're here and listening, I hear some folks do that, are here at the game and are listening to us. I don't know why they would do that, but I super appreciate it.
Oh, my goodness.
But we have a Joe-themed candle for you, which, I mean, what gets better than that than a Joe-themed candle as our prize?
I'm going to go to this camera here.
We have our first guess in the chat of...
Not your average Joe. You're going to get a cup of Joe. That's your candle there. There's your not your average Joe. You get a cup of Joe candle for free. By the way, if you're here and you're collecting tonight, you're going to get a free candle to go with it. So you're going to double your prize. If you're chiming in, you get it right, and you are here.
Double your prize if you're here.
If you're
and
here,
you get
gotta
it right.
be here.
Gotta be here. And you got to answer in the chat.
You
right?
got to answer in the chat. You got to answer. So here's the scoop. We might have 20 right answers.
Yep.
So we're going to take those 20 answers. And what is that? Duke Scoop says Sun-Kissed Peony is actually his fragrance.
I love it. We have our first guest in the chat of Matt Sherman.
We're not going to say. We cannot say right or no. We're going to give him a couple minutes to answer. Right?
Okay.
And then we're going to take, if we get 20 right answers, great. Then we're going to do a random drawing for those 20. To get the right one. We're going to give everybody a chance.
Yep, so the guesses are rolling in the chat. That's
Keep
good.
Them rolling.
Keep them coming.
Appreciate that. All right, we got more.
Okay, so we have 3 unique guesses in the chat. Different.
Yeah, that's not. You wouldn't say it's overwhelming by this.
No.
By any means, would you? Okay.
All right, so the Saints will look to start the second off with a bang here. They're going to get the football to start the second half. We're 2 minutes and 30 minutes to go before the start of that second half, where the Saints will look to continue their domination here in this football game. Been a great homecoming week. Cap it off, getting better on the football field and winning a football game. That's exactly what the Saints had drawn up tonight.
Duke Scoop heading back to the field. Thank you, Duke. We'll see you down there with your epic footage.
Again, as I look through those first half stats, Eric, the diversity of the names on that sheet in terms of we've got like 7 guys in double digits yards rushing. It's just you don't like that guy getting 10 yards on first down. Well, how about this guy? He'll get 10 yards on first down. And it's so much fun to watch, and it makes us so much better offensively when we have all those weapons, because it's not, we got a key on one guy and we'll shut down their offense. You can't do that. All right, so just a great start for the Saints and fun to see.
Yeah, no question about it. And you got to believe that obviously it's intentional, right? I don't know how the opposition studies our film, right? But if the opposition is studying our film, we're going to have a hard time keying in on any one individual.
Yep.
And I got to know that, and we should probably talk about this because we've got the next 2 weeks are away games.
Yep.
I was going to build a slide for it. I don't have a slide for it. Next weekend the Saints will be playing in Nashville. There's only one way not your average Joe, to see that game in Nashua, and that's to go to Nashua and see it. Nashva's got a policy where they don't want streaming. They want people in the stands. We understand that, and we certainly respect their decision to play by that rule. So if you want to see the game, you must go to Nashua, pay your $8, go there. Please go cheer your Saints on.
Yep.
If you can't be there, they will be playing the game, and we're gonna do the best we can to try and get everyone educated prior to next week.
Yep.
They'll be playing the game on KCHA, the Charles City radio station, where they will do the play-by-play. The following week we'll be at Newman, and we are also not allowed to live stream that one. We're going to do the best we can to either get you a radio broadcast or find a way to bring the game to you the best way that we can. So we're working out those details. But the next 2 traveling weeks, we are not able to live stream the game. But we do have it set up as scheduled streams here on Saints TV, and we intend to keep it that way. We'll be putting messages out there, so stay tuned for how we decide.
On how you can likely listen to the game the next 2 weeks.
You got it. You got it.
As we go on the road, we're going to continue to have those challenges, but we'll work through them, get you as much content as we can. So Saints will start the second half of the ball. Tyke Remster, Dylan Brum back to receive the kick. It'll be Tyke who takes it at about the 10-yard line after a nice kick. He brings it back, cuts it up the middle. Tyke Remster across midfield, and he's brought down at the 42-yard line. Tyke Remster starts the second half with a bang with a great return across midfield.
Yes, he does.
Good blocking by that coverage team there for the Saints, or the kick team for the Saints there. Really nice job. So the second half will start with the running clock. We'll try to call it out as we get different guys into the game, but it looks like we do have our offensive starters on the field to start the second half. Jace back to pass. Throws it out to Hunter. Hillman, it's caught. Hunter breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, fights forward for a first down.
Jace appeared to be looking at Hunter the whole time on that one.
He did, yep, exactly. And the offensive line did a great job of giving him time to wait for that route to develop for Hunter to get open. Hits him, and Hunter turns it upfield and does the rest. Okay, good catch.
Great camera work there, Duke.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fantastic work there. Christian Michaels, Reagan Witt, Connor King in the backfield. Jace under center. Jace Russo under center. Quick pass out to Tyke Remster. Almost breaks a tackle. It's McLemore makes a shoestring tackle. We've got flags after the play. We're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the defense. Personal foul is the call. Oh, we had a little unnecessary roughness at the end of the play there, perhaps. So that'll give the Saints an extra 15 yards. And we'll push the ball inside the red zone. We got a little discussion going on. Actually, the Duke Scoop sideline cam is picking up a little. We can hear. Yeah, we're picking up the referee's discussion there, so I'm not sure what they were discussing, but they come to the conclusion that the 15-yard walk-off is warranted. The clock stopped there on that penalty. So first and goal, Saints from the 10-yard line. Jace hands it off. Connor King, touchdown Saints. Connor King with a 10-yard touchdown run to make it 48-0 Saint Ansgar. The Saints come out firing, foot on the gas again.
No question about that one. No question about that one at all. We got the sideline cam replay coming up right after this extra point attempt.
Colton Winia on to attempt the extra point. Freshman Colton Winia.
He looked good out at Northern Union.
Sure did. He sure did. Tough snap. Jace gets it down well.
Wow,
and the kick
Colton
is up,
Winia.
And it is good.
Had a baby Colton Winia. We're going to capture that replay for you too, kid.
Colton with great. Credit to Jace to go get that ball. That snap was behind him. He brings it back, gets it down, and Colton keeps his timing and punches it right through.
Jason's a heads-up player. Let's take a look at the touchdown here. So this is from the sideline cam. The touchdown by number 27. No doubt about that one.
Jeez, did he
Pushing
get
through that
touched?
line.
Again, did he get touched?
I think maybe a couple arms maybe hit him on the arm tackle there.
Yeah, fingers on the way by, but that's it. He just, that offensive line making the push here.
It's like the chess club president on prom night.
And there's Jason's tremendous hold of that snap.
Yeah,
All
it wasn't textbook, but it was good, no doubt about it. And that a really good recovery there. So Winia will stay in. No, we've got Zach. Zach
You know,
Eckwall.
I told Zachary before this, I said, I got a feeling, kid. I got a feeling we're going to see you tonight. So
Zachary Eckwall on to kick it off for the Saints.
Man, he's a good kid.
Yep, love to see him get an opportunity here to kick.
It's like chief of morale on the sideline.
He really is.
Yes. Eckwall with a kick. Good kick to the 20-yard line where it's fumbled by McLemore. He picks it up and goes nowhere. Tackled by Joe Clevenger at the 25-yard line. Good job by Zach Eckwall. Nice kick there. Good tackle, Joe Clevenger. Broncos will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
There's Zachary kicking that ball again. Great job, Zach. Love to see that kid get some playing time on this field.
Hefner keeps. Runs forward for a gain of 2. Reagan Witt in on the tackle. Nedved there as well. Cheesy in on that tackle as well. You hear the coaches still actively coaching down there on the sideline. Wow. You're going to use this opportunity to get better, right? That's what, don't waste an opportunity. That's what these guys have been preaching to them, I'm sure. Continue to sharpen here. Hefner back to pass. It's caught.
Get to the ball, get to the ball.
Okay. Tackled by Tyke Remster. Tyke right there in on that play. Does a nice job bring Doherty down right after the catch. Christian Michaels in to help him finish off that tackle. Oh, good throw, good catch. Good play, that's really hard to defend. Good job out of Tyke Remster and Christian Michaels to limit it.
Tremendous job on that. In Tyke's case, he's just holding on to the kid. He's driving. He's not letting him get past him. What does it do? It allows him some time to get some help in there just to finish that play.
Yep.
So great job, Tyke.
So it's 3rd and 3 for the Broncos. They're going to roll out Hefner. He throws just a little low for McLemore. Passes incomplete. Corbin Michaels in on the on defense to help break that thing up. So it's 4th down and 3 Broncos.
I saw Corbin coming on that one, and I thought, oh my gosh, this one's over. So I don't know that I caught the incomplete pass on that, but we got a nice cam there here.
The Broncos are going to punt here on 4th and 3. So they'll bring the punt team in. Dylan Brum and Tyke Remster back to receive. It'll be Dylan. Dylan Brum fakes the handoff, keeps the ball, goes to the top of your screen. Go, Dylan! Goes across midfield. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Dylan Brum with a nice return has the Saints starting in Broncos territory again. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Another short field for your Saints offense. Looks like we're going to change up the backfield here again this time. I see Corbin, Michaels, Tyson Klein, Joe Clevenger. Chris Corbo, I believe, is in. 24, I think that's Chris. We'll start to get our second cheat sheet roster out here and get you guys filled in as we can.
Great to see some fresh bodies in there.
Yep. Keep everybody healthy, give these guys an opportunity while still continuing to get better with our first team offense. I think we can do both here. Out to Corbo. Great pass.
Chris Corbo.
Chris Corbo.
Well played.
With a 5-yard gain on first down. Good pass by Jace. Well-designed play again. He's out here all by himself. We never throw to that guy, ever.
Nope.
And now we got it on film. Yeah, I like it. I like
well
it.
Well done.
So the clock runs here in the second half. It will be a continuous clock as long as that point differential remains at least 35.
Yep.
Seth Schatz is the receiver on this side, I believe. It is. Handoff goes to Tyson Klein. Up the middle he goes for a first down. Tyson Klein with a 5-yard gain on second down gets Saints another first down. Just a shifty run out of Tyson again. He has a huge hole to run through, does that, and then tries to avoid a guy who was one shoelace tackle away from going to the end zone there. We continue to get guesses in the chat. Who was the last Saints 1,000-yard passer? 1,000 yards passing on the season. Who was the last Saint to do that? Big prizes available for trivia tonight. Joe Clevenger in at quarterback. Hands off. Up the middle, hard running. Let's see here. Is number 26, who I believe is Andrew Hall. We will, like I said, it is Andrew Hall. Glenn helps us out over the big announcer, but that is Andrew Hall's first carry of the season, I believe, as he falls ahead for 5 or 6 yards. So Andrew Hall in at fullback, Corbin Michaels, Tyson Klein in the backfield, Joe Clevenger in at quarterback, hands it off to Tyson Klein, breaks a tackle, rumbles ahead for a 15 or 10-yard gain on second down and make it first down. Saints inside the red zone. So some fresh bodies, some new faces. We got a couple of new linemen in there as well, I believe. Daniel Sutcliffe coming on the field. That's number 4. Does that mess up your camera,
Nope.
Eric?
Nope,
All right,
I don't think so.
Try to get some light in here so we can use our old eyes to see these rosters. Joe Clevenger in at quarterback, hands it off. Tyson Klein, again, nearly 10 yards on first down for Tyson Klein.
I'm always questioning myself as, do I have the right guy in my sights?
So, again, a bunch of new faces in for the Saints. We'll try to get you updated on who is in there as the Saints lead this 49-0 with 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. We got a change on the line. Number 70, Aiden Beeson is in as well. Handoff around the end. Touchdown, Saints. Connor Mullenbeck.
Connor Mullenbeck,
number 7. We know who number 7 is after week 1. Connor Mullenbeck with a nice touchdown run there to make it 55-0 Saints.
And we got some great footage there. I think I missed it on my end, but we got some great footage from Duke Scoop on the sideline, Cam. We're going to come back to that right after this kick from this one's coming from Connor King.
Got back to Connor King. We're going to give Connor another opportunity here, and I like this. Let's keep him fresh, give everybody an opportunity.
Why not?
Yep.
Got to see a little bit of Colton early on. Let's get Connor back in there. We've got some other games ahead of us. There's no sense in slowing down.
Kick is up, but it is no good. Plenty long, really good distance. Looked good, but was just wide left, I believe. So it remains 55-0 Saints, 3:06 to go in the third quarter.
Let's take a look at that touchdown here real quick, Joe.
Let's see what we see here out of Connor Mullenbeck. Again, Connor's number 7.
Oh, you know what? I probably need to transfer that to your screen. Let's do that here. Here it comes. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what's not to see? It was a pretty good run.
Yep, good run. Connor just beats McLemore to that pylon for the run and touchdown to make it 55-0 Saints. A good touchdown run. I believe that would be his first varsity touchdown. Congratulations, Connor Mullenbeck.
With that, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Belmond Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man. It's not a broadcast. It's a broadversation.
All right, let's get back to it. We got a kickoff coming.
Eckwall with the kick.
Wow.
It bounced down to almost the 10-yard line where McLemore picks it up. Turns it up the middle where he's tackled by Andrew Hall. I believe that's, 26, Andrew Hall in on the tackle. Great job out of him. A bunch of new guys into the game on that kick coverage. Seth Schatz, Daniel Sutcliffe, Andrew Hall. Nice to see those guys get an opportunity to make the most of it. Get a nice stop there on that kick return. Oh, Reagan Witt's coming out of the game. Christian Michaels out of the game. So we're going to get some new faces here on defense as well. Cheerleaders get to do a few extra jumping jacks tonight. Ball thrown out to the left side and dropped. Incomplete pass, be 2nd and 10 Broncos. Clock continues to run, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Dorado falls incomplete. Tyson Klein on the coverage.
Tyson Klein right there on the coverage. If he did catch it, he wasn't going far. It looks like.
No, he really wasn't.
Got some new linebackers in. I believe we got Connor Mullen back in at that linebacker position. Tyson Klein in there as well. Give those guys a break. Pitch out to the left side. Force back in to Connor King's grasp where he throws him down for a loss on the play. Tyke Remster, Connor King to shut that play down. Big loss on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 15. Well done. Toby Kennedy, 86 right there as well. Helped clean that thing up. Good to see Toby. You know, Toby spent the summer at basic training and didn't get back here until I think the day of the Osage game. So good to see him, as senior, get on the field, get some reps here as he gets into football shape. I'm sure he's in physical shape.
No doubt
he's got to get into football shape. So the ball's thrown out over the middle. It's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down 15. Hunter Hillman in on the pressure there. Force Hefner to throw it a little early again. They have just been relentless after him tonight, put a ton of pressure on him, and that's been the difference for the defense. Have kept him off balance, and just he hasn't had time back there to set his feet and throw the ball very often.
I will say, though, as a freshman, he's got a great clock in his head. He's getting the ball out before they're really hitting him, sacking him a whole lot.
Yep, for sure. He's going to be a great player. He's a really good player as a freshman. He's going to be a great player. And the Saints will probably see him a bunch over the next few years. So be fun to see him mature. He's a great baseball player, too. Fun to watch on the baseball field. Tyke Remster brings it back across midfield again. Up the sideline, still in bounds. Tyke Remster down to the 25-yard line. Great return for Tyke.
Great return for Tyke.
You know, he just tiptoed, followed that sideline, stayed in bounds, kept his feet.
Ball got run over there.
I love when you say that. That means we got a pretty good replay.
Yeah, we've put Mr. Charleston in danger down there on the sideline tonight, no doubt about it. Do we have a flag on the play there, Duke?
We're talking about something down there.
I can't quite see it, but it looks like we're definitely having a discussion, and I'm afraid it's going to go against your Saints here.
So this is not Tyke's play. I was thinking that it was when I started to play it. So let's go back to the action here.
I didn't see the call, but I would assume a block in the back is going to bring the ball back to the 46-yard line. Still across midfield, great starting position here for your Saints. As we'll start the 4th quarter with your Saints leading 55-0 here on homecoming in Saint Ansgar.
We're going to go to that replay of Tyke Remster on the return here. Great footage there by Duke scooping the sideline.
All that. We even got the so-called penalty. I shouldn't say it that way, but I just did. So I guess it's out there. It's on the internet.
It's official. You can't really take that back when you're broadcasting live.
I'm not sure I like the call, but I understand why. So it hopefully is inconsequential here as the Saints start with the ball, cross midfield, 47-yard line. 1st and 10 as we'll start the 4th quarter. Fresh faces in the game for the Saints on offense. Let's see if we can't get some of those changes on the offensive line as they come out. Those guys' numbers are hard to see. They get all packed in there. But I see Braden Halverson here on the sideline. You know, let's talk about Braden. Just a sophomore, has played just a fantastic first 3 weeks and now 4 weeks of football. You know, I know as a guy that they had high hopes for, but weren't sure what they were going to get to start this year, and he has blown away all of those expectations and more. Has played just a phenomenally. He gets better every week, you know, and I think that's what this program is about. How do we get better this week from last week, and they continue to do that. So back on offense, go the Saints. Joe Clevenger under center, gonna pass, thrown out and caught by Connor Mullenbeck up the sideline, keeps his feet down to the 12-yard line. Joe Clevenger to Connor Mullenbeck. They're going to mark him out at about the 15. That's a gain of 32 yards on 1st down. So great to see those young guys get that opportunity. Hey, let's run the offense. Let's not change the play call. We're going to run the offense here. We don't care what the personnel are. Let's go run the offense and see what they can do with it. And to show that they can, I think, is just great to see, and shows you how much talent I think this team has from top to bottom. Pretty good little chip block there by Seth Schatz to spring him.
Great job. Great
job by Travis to get us that view as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I think first man through has it. I believe that would be Hall. We'll see as they uncover here, but I think that's 26. Andrew Hall on the carry. It is. A gain of 5 for Hall on 1st down. 2nd and 5. We have, so the fullback is Andrew Hall. Our running backs are Tyson Klein on one side, and we'll check out who's on the other side. 51 coming out of the game, that would be Derek Heeman. So Derek Heeman was in there for a couple of plays.
Derek's it's so great sophomore. To see these younger kids playing. Man, isn't it awesome?
Yep, it sure is. So Tyson Klein and Connor Mullenbeck in the backfield. Handoff goes to Tyson, up the middle, touchdown Saints. Tyson Klein, 10-yard touchdown run, 61-0 Saints.
And there's another opportunity. You see another younger guy. We've seen more and more of Tyson lately. What a great play, what a great call. And Tyson just gets tougher and tougher every week. I love this kid.
Yep, exactly. Shout out to that offensive line again, making holes, creating space for him.
Look at the patience on that one, Joe. I mean, he just waits for his block and just go take that touchdown.
Mullenbeck seals the edge.
Who's
Tyson
kicking?
up the middle? This is Winia, Colton Winia on the kick. Kick is up, and it is no good. Short, looked like just got under it a little too much, didn't get it all the way there. So it'll remain 61-0 Saints. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this football game. This game has gone exactly to plan for the Saints coaching staff and the players. They have executed tonight. You know, you worry with all the distractions of homecoming week. You come in here not ready to go. Just the opposite was true. The Saints were ready for the Broncos tonight, jumped on them early, and have kept their foot on the gas all night long. That was one of my keys to the game, and they have executed that flawlessly. They lead in the turnover margin business as well. I think the Saints have 5 turnovers. Have only turned the ball over once, so they've got a four turnover margin there. Part of why this game has gotten out of hand here in the second half.
Yeah, no surprise that we are in this position right now, but like you said, it's easy to take a game like this and look past it. Hey, we're playing a pretty good team next week.
We played a great team.
We haven't even talked about not your average Joe's completely average polls. We'll get into that here.
We will.
Before the night is over.
You bet, yep.
But we do play a really good team next week, so let's not take our foot off the gas and not put ourselves in a situation where we need to recover from overlooking one game.
Exactly right. Eckwall on to do the kicking again.
Man, he just kicks a bullet.
That's a kick that's well fielded.
It sure is. McLemore brings it back to the 44-yard line. A good return. That's the best starting position outside of the turnover for the Broncos tonight. So as we look across our line here, we've got Halverson, Jar, Derek Heeman on that side. Aiden Beeson out there as well. So some wholesale changes on our defensive line there to call out some young guys getting some opportunity up front. I would call this our JV defensive line. Out to pass, and it's complete to McLemore.
Looks like Corbin Michaels on the tackle there.
Tackled by Corbin after a gain of 9. Good play out of the Broncos offense there to start that drive. Corbin comes out, as does Carson Sparrow. Connor Mullenbeck checks into the game. Tyke Remster's a cornerback on this side. Hefner gonna keep. Runs up the middle for a first down. Gain of 5. Broncos get a first down here to start this drive. Tyson Klein in the game in a linebacker spot. As is 44, Chase Haugen into the game. Chris Corbo, I believe, is in one of those safety spots. It's 24. Back to pass. Oh, it's dropped right through the fingers of Narano. Tyson Klein comes out. Andrew Hall checks in to that linebacker spot. Toby Kennedy out there as well for the Saints. So it's 2nd down and 10. 8 minutes to go in this football game. Broncos are putting a drive together here, getting the pressure up the middle. It's Toby Kennedy brings the pressure. The quarterback escapes, fumbles. Fumble at the end of that play. That ball is on the ground.
Sure looked like it from here.
And it looks like Belmond-Klemme recovers. They do. So he keeps. Has a gain of 10, fumbles forward. Gains a couple more on the fumble. Not sure who got on it there, if he got it back or. But it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos. So Saints defense looks to.
Look at the end of the play here, Joe, with sideline cam. See if you can see anything on that. I'm not sure I saw too much from either.
Didn't either.
Way across the field.
You hear the handoff up the middle. 21. Runs across that right side. That's Rosendahl on the carry. Gain of 9 on the play. 8 or 9 on the play. He's 2nd down and 1. And they're going to go fast here. Broncos are working quick. QB sneak. Falls forward. I'm not sure he got there. Travis, what do you see down there?
I think he's just shy of the 20.
All right, so I believe that would be not a first down then, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. 3rd and less than 1, the way it looks.
They gave him
So
a
we'll
good
see
spot.
the Broncos go quick again. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought that was not going to go quick here. No QB sneak coming here. Never mind. There he goes. Gonna sneak. Gets it. First down Broncos. Nice run from Hefner there. Takes the ball to the 11-yard line for a first down Broncos. So Belmond-Klemme's put a nice drive together here. We will get to the trivia question answer after the conclusion of this drive. With the running clock, things happen awfully fast.
They sure do.
So we will get to our trivia question answer here. Hefner's pressured, throws it up, and it's caught. Touchdown Broncos. The Broncos score their first points of the year to make it 61-6. Nice throw, nice catch there.
That was a
Didn't
good
see
play.
who was in there on the reception. But good play. Good play from the Broncos.
Yeah, really good play there, and honestly, the drive was good for these guys to take advantage of a running clock, but recognize the importance of the time remaining in the game, and know that if they can just put together a drive and get some points here, that's a win for these guys.
Sure, you bet. Yep. Running
It's a
a guy
good
in late here
scramble
for
to
the
get the
Broncos.
ball out too.
yeah, like I said, that quarterback is impressive. He's done a lot of good things tonight. He will be a great player for them for the next 3 years. The kick is no good, so it remains 61-6 Saints. 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this game with a running clock. So let's throw our poll question back up if we can.
Oh, you want to do trivia? The trivia
The
question?
trivia question, excuse me. Trivia
Let's do the
question.
trivia
Who was
question. Here we
the
go.
last Saints quarterback to throw for over 1,000 yards in a single season? I believe we had 2 correct answers, right? 2 folks get the right answer.
I saw 2. I haven't looked here for a couple minutes, but let's take a close look. I see 1.
And
I know it was in
2.
there again.
There it is. I see it
2.
again.
All right, there we go. So
the right answer is Ben Burjan. Not all that many years ago, Ben Burjan
2018. Ben Burjan
had over 1,000
Was it 18
yards.
or 16?
I believe it was
Anyway.
18.
Got me.
I think it was 18.
I know I looked it up,
You
but
know
I don't
what?
remember the year.
Listen, we weren't asking that question, mister.
So the right answer to the trivia question is Ben Burjan was the last Saints quarterback to throw for over 1,000 yards.
I think he finished with 3,000 on his career, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe that. Because I think he played quarterback 3 years. Is that correct? Did he play sophomore, junior, and senior year?
I think he came in a little bit sophomore
Sophomore, okay.
year.
Yep.
Don't quote me on that.
Yep.
So we got a what? Bryce Nickerson.
Yep.
Congratulations. I don't know why you put a question mark behind it, but we'll take that.
Do we take
We'll
points
take
away
it.
for the question
No, I
mark?
don't think so.
And Ryan
Jeopardy
Peterson.
rules.
And
Who
Ryan
is Ben
Peterson.
Burjan?
If either of you guys are here, come and pick up double the prize. Otherwise, if you don't show up, we're going to have to do our, like I said, we're going to have to draw for it. And we'll just have to send you
The kick is fielded by Connor Mullenbeck. Up the sideline he goes and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. We do have a penalty flag in at the end of that play again.
And I had my screen up. Hold on. Capture that play. I had the question up. I apologize. Those who are watching the game are like, what just happened? I heard Joe talk about it. Well, maybe that's a little
I got
bit
it on
of
my camera.
Foreshadowing for next week, right? We're going to get it from Duke's camera here. This is
Blocking the back of the call against the Saints.
blocking the back. This is Connor's run back right here.
Yep. Blocking the back on the Saints. I believe you see it right. Well, I don't
Is
know.
that it right there?
Might
Number
be. Might
30?
be.
Is
Did
that,
Tyson get
Tyson
a little?
on that? Might be Tyson on
Didn't get quite enough of the front side. Yeah, I think you're right. The flag's laying underneath the
Is
guy
it?
that he was blocking.
It looks like if I was a call,
again,
it'd
looked a
probably be
little,
Tyson.
looked a little chippy to me. What do I know? It is going to be first down Saints from the 23-yard line. They do call timeout and get their offense organized here. They're going to put a bunch of young guys in here, so let's get timeout called and get everybody organized and get the guys we want on the field here. So a great night for the Saints at homecoming. Going to win this one. Going away. Fun to see the team come in focused and ready to play this week, and absolutely went out there, laid the hammer down, did their job. So we'll, as we start to look ahead, Sparrow, we've got Nashville Plainfield next week, who is ranked in several polls or receiving votes in most polls, so it should be a good test again for your Saints next week at Nashville Plainfield. We talked about it. We will not be able to broadcast due to their rules, so you won't be seeing anything live from us down there at the game, but we will be providing some information on how to watch or how to listen, because that's the only thing that they offer. They have some radio, I believe it's a Charles City radio station, so you will be able to listen that way over the radio, and we may try to piggyback on that a bit as well. So that's the details for next week, but back to the game here. Again, we got a bunch of young guys in a quarterback is Colton Winia. He hands it off. Inside we go. New line coming in. Got Alex Gonzalez and Mason Beeland in to this game early. I don't think that was on my bingo card tonight either, to see some freshman linemen go it, so that's kind of fun to see. Colton Winia is going to be your quarterback.
Colton Winia. Love it. Love it, Colton Winia.
Landon Hillman out there.
We're going to have to come up with
this
a
may
bingo
be
card.
the freshman group that is out there right now. And they have not got to play a game snap yet this year, just due to some cancellations and some other crazy things going on. So Awesome to see them. Unfortunately, they get a 5-yard penalty their second time through after a nice 4-yard gain on the first one.
It's been a rough year for those guys, just trying to find the time to play the game, and they're so dedicated. They're standing on the sidelines here. Like you see how many white helmets with these white pants tonight, and you'll see them as cold as it gets, as hot as it gets. These guys just put the time in, and they just don't. They're not getting a lot of games this year, so it's really fun to be able to see these guys be able to play tonight.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it is fun to see.
Beeland's coming in next play.
Flag.
Delay game.
Delay game.
So obviously these guys haven't gotten a lot of game snaps yet this year. They're a little shaky here to start, which is probably to be expected. But they'll get it together, and we'll watch this clock evaporate here in the fourth quarter. Winnie hands it off. We'll get you a name and a number there. Number 29 on the carry. Brody Dolph on the carry there. He's the fullback for that age group, so good to see him get his opportunity. Carry the football there. Lots of changes, lots of guys going in and out here. Gavin Squire into the game, number 1. Again, Colton Winnie is your quarterback. Dolph be the fullback.
Your boy's in there, Joe.
Yeah, I saw that. Number 54. Shout out Mason. I know he's probably a little nervous out there. Yeah, like I said, all these guys, that first opportunity is always interesting, but they're doing a great job. Colton keeps there, I believe. I think he was trying to hand it off, but there was nobody there but the guys wearing white shirts. So the freshmen get an opportunity. Don't do much with it. It's 4th and 12, and they're going to punt it away here. I think you're supposed to block that guy, young man. We'll have that discussion tonight. Everything's a learning opportunity. Right, that was exactly. Connor King on to punt, his first punt of the night. A good punt, rolls across midfield, and is downed at the 44-yard line.
What you got there?
You scroll me down. There we go.
You bet.
2017, Ryan Peterson says. He'd probably remember because he might have caught a few of those passes, a few of those 1,000 yards. Do we have time to throw up our poll, our not your average poll? Do we have that?
I don't. I didn't make it.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
didn't get it made.
No,
didn't get it made. We can talk about it for sure.
Yeah, no. So we'll continue to have that. So we've got some numbers. We'll share those post game of. There is. We talked last week about there would be a new number 1 team in Class A. There is. It depends on which poll you look at. It's kind of fun this week. There are 8. There are 9. I think I might have even missed one. Polls out there that the newspapers, radio stations, websites, etc. put out for each class. So we took those, and as not your average Joe, I did the hard work of averaging them.
That's not for not your average to do the average. But I think that was the fair thing to do because there was such a discrepancy in those 8 polls that you showed that a totally average poll put together by Not Your Average Joe seemed mighty appropriate.
Yep, exactly. So the Saints come in number 2 with that methodology. They're the number 2 ranked team. Linville Sully is your number 1 ranked team. And I believe they were playing another ranked team tonight. Am I right on that,
They're playing
Mr. Sparrow?
number 6, Madrid. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yes, that's correct.
Madrid, by the way, last week was ranked number 4. So I don't know what the result was of their game. I believe they won it, but somehow slipped in the rankings. That's a game that would be interesting to know how the score is right now. That's one that's probably one of the most, I would say, in Class A, probably the game of the week because that was 2 ranked teams.
For sure, yep. So it looks like the Broncos are going to get some of their backups in as well.
Great hit. Who was that?
That's Mr. Hall, Andrew Hall, in on the tackle. On the backup quarterback for Belmond-Klemme. So he gains 1. Minute 35 to go. There'll be 2 or 3 plays left in this football game. as the Saints look to go 4-0, 3-0 in conference play. The Nashua game next week is conference in district play. Next week is a non-district game, so next week's results do not impact the district standings, and the district standings is what matters in terms of making the playoffs. So next week's game, although they all matter, doesn't matter in that sense of the district title. But they obviously the Saints will want to come out and try to impress in that game.
Well, and I don't know, depending on how Nashua does tonight, Nashua was 10th, I think, in your completely average poll.
Yes.
So that is something worth considering, is that are we talking 2 ranked teams again next week? And
right.
Unfortunately, we can't stream that one. So take a road trip, folks.
Yep.
It's a short trip down the road, and cheer on your Saints.
Nice run.
Wow.
Nice run for the quarterback there. A gain of nearly 20 yards. Gonna move the ball up to the 35-yard line. 25 seconds to go in this game. Saints back up, look to seal this thing and finish this thing off with a 61-6 score. Of course, the Broncos have other ideas. 13 seconds left in the game.
I think it's a nice opportunity for an attempt at a big play, wouldn't you
bet.
say?
Yep. Going to get pressure, and the quarterback is going to be sacked to end this game. So your Saint Ansgar Saints are going to win this one 61-6 and move to 4-0 on the season, 3-0 in district play. I do have a score from Madrid as well. Number 4, Madrid 20. Linville Sully 9 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
So and now just an update, 27-9 now. Madrid is going to beat Linville Sully. So I believe that will make your Saints the number 1 team in the land in most of the polls this coming week.
Let me ask you, not your average Joe. Do you like that?
No.
Do you want to be there?
As a fan and as somebody who's just here observing and having this broadversation every week about the football team, it's fun. It's a fun to talk about. Yeah. But I could tell you the coaches down there don't want to hear any part of that. And they're not going to let that noise into their locker room. They're not going to have that conversation. The kids are going to see it, right? Kids are kids. That stuff's all over social media. They're certainly going to see it. But they will be reminded repeatedly throughout the week that does not matter.
Oh, will they? And hats off to Coach Clevenger and the coaching staff. They're going to drill it all in their heads this week. This is not like you don't. And I believe that coaches in general here are just like stats are nothing. Don't pay attention. Definitely the kids are not going to be influenced by that. No doubt about it.
Yep, exactly right. And I think that's our mentality is going to be get better this week. How do we take the next step this week? We've done that the first 4 weeks of the season. It appears this football team gets better every week. We don't care what the ranking is. We care about how do we get better this week, and that has been the pursuit of this football team. This coaching staff does a great job. I saw a quote this week from the coaching staff that I'll get it wrong. It's not a direct quote, but essentially that pursuit of that unattainable goal of perfection is what makes us great. So keep that pursuit of perfection going.
You guys ready for an interview?
Have to do. Yes. We're down to the sideline. We go to Travis with Coach Clevenger.
Yeah, right here. All right, Jace. Took care of business last week, beat the number 1 team. Now you took care of business tonight, did everything you want to do. How are you feeling about your team this year?
I feel pretty good about our team. Again, I don't think it's one guy that's doing everything. I think it's the whole team. Everyone's pushing towards the same direction, and I think we're a pretty good team, but I think we still got to grow.
So you play Nashville Plainfield next week. I believe they're ranked coming into this week. What do you got to do to take care of business?
Yep, non-ranked opponent. They're not in our they're ranked, but they're not in our district. But it's still a good game to go and get for seeding down the road. And to go get that one, I think we just got to do what we've been doing, playing good defense and scoring some touchdowns.
All right, thanks. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Travis, for grabbing that. That was great to get a player, get the junior quarterback's perspective on the game. Will you get Coach Clevenger yet too, Travis, or are we just going to go with that and keep moving here? I'm okay either way. We'll do a little production meeting.
I think he's in another.
Looks like he's
right
tied
now.
up. Yep, with the newspaper, which I get. So we'll keep moving. If you have a chance to get him good, let us know. We can cut in here, but I think Jace's words there the sign of a leader, right? A guy who says it's not one guy, it's us. It's us together making this happen. And, man, I love to hear those words. And I've heard those out of his mouth before. But it's who he is, right? That's authentic, that's real, and that's part of what makes this football team great, I think, is it is everybody. It's all of us. Hey, we're all pulling on a rope, trying to do our job to the best of our ability, whether that's the freshmen coming in the last series of the game or it's, or the starters off the front. I think that's their mission every week is do my job and get a little better at it this week from last week. So hats off to them.
Yeah, and isn't that what you mentioned earlier? Like the coaches, what the coaches are coaching these kids. These kids are listening. These kids pay a dang close attention to what these coaches say. They're so coachable, which makes them so great. But the things that we said, that this team is not going to be ever maybe allowed to be of the mindset that we are a great team. We always have things that we can work on, right? We are always an improving team. It doesn't matter how good we are. We are always a team that is looking to improve every game. So we're going to go into this game looking to improve. We did. We went into this game looking to improve. Right on down to bringing in kids that you haven't seen before. Give them a chance to play a little bit. Give them a chance to earn some playing time later on in their football careers. That was a lot of fun to see.
Yep, absolutely. I got some stats here. Jay Suisau, 108 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Your junior quarterback continues to impress. That puts him 360-some yards, I believe, on the season now that he has. So off to a great start through 4 weeks as we go early in the season there. I'll get you some rushing stats, but they are big. The most interesting one, I think, right off the bat, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys with carries tonight. 11 dudes. 3 of them are freshmen, right, that got in on that last drive and got the opportunity to carry the ball. Keegan Zacharias, Zaid Shell, both in there late, which is kind of cool, again, to see those guys get their opportunity. But in terms of leaders for the night, Tyson Klein and Christian Michaels both had 54 yards rushing. Connor King with 33, Corbin Michaels with 22. So spread the ball out again, spread those opportunities out tonight. And, Connor King ended up with 3 touchdowns. And that's what that guy does, right?
Yeah.
Mr. King, we need 7 yards here. Go get us a touchdown, and he's going to do that repeatedly. Great night for Saints football.
Yeah, just a workhorse, Connor King, and obviously he's setting a great example for these younger kids too. A lot of activity by a lot of guys, a lot of chances to make plays. And really, could you pinpoint anything other than that one turnover where there was maybe work that was needed on that? And obviously the coach is going to see things that we don't see up here. But from up here, a lot of offensive plays and really only one offensive slip that we could see there where the ball got turned over.
Yep.
Duke, would you like you got your mic there? Oh, Duke, this guy, he's a technical
He's on it. He's back from the
genius.
sideline, joins us back here in the booth. Travis Charleston, what did you see down there tonight?
Oh, man. Can you hear me? Am I coming?
Yeah, yep.
Okay,
Slight
cool.
delay, just in case there's an echo here for our listeners, but we can hear you.
I thought, they took care of business tonight, and, being, these games are not the most fun to watch from a fan's perspective when you win by 50-some points, but these sorts of games, they really help that next man up culture, if you want to say, because when you're able to put in the second, the third string guys and give them those varsity snaps, when they come in and they play, their sophomore, junior, when they get to their senior year, they've already done it. And so, from that standpoint, it's something that, the Saints have always been known for is like, oh yeah, we lose a bunch of guys this year. Who's going to be the guy next year? And then someone shows up and does it. And so I think it's because of games like this. And, it's important to, pay attention to detail and, like you said earlier, Joe, send the second team out and run the same offense. And we saw them do that tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was most impressed with. I think tonight was to watch that. What is has been the JV group in the JV games I've gone to come out and march down the field, running the same plays, running the same offense, and executing that really well. Like you said, that's what creates this culture, I believe, that this coaching staff and the kids here have created for Saint Ansgar football is it's next man up. We're going to graduate a bunch of guys this year, and next year there'll be a lot of talk about how down our football team's going to be, and boom, those guys will step right up. And 5 weeks into the season, it's like, well, never mind. I guess we're not going to be very down. And that's that's fun to see, and that they get built on nights like tonight. and that culture that this coaching staff has built here is fun to watch. And fun to watch it play out on a night-to-night basis. I think it'll go back to our keys to the game early. Hang on to the football. Like I said, other than one kind of fluke deal that's pretty hard to control, we did that tonight. And then we took it away. We didn't just hang on to it on our side, but we got a bunch of them going the other way and did what we needed to do there. 215 yards rushing combined for your Saints tonight. That's the second week in a row we've been north of 200 yards rushing. If we do that repeatedly, we're going to be very, very successful. And what's different this year, years ago that would have been 315 yards of rushing and a 60-point victory with no yards passing, right? Tonight it's 215 yards rushing and 106 yards passing. So it's a different team. Teams have to we've talked about that repeatedly on these broadcasts, but they just have to defend us differently than they've had to in the past, and that continues to pay off. Big week next week with going to Nashua with will be a ranked team likely. So it'll be a 1 versus 10 or 1 versus 9 matchup would be my prediction. Again, coaches hate that, but we're not coaches, so we can talk about that.
We get to talk about it because we're talking to the audience who does
right. It's fun for fans to think about it and talk about it. So we're just a bunch of rubes, a bunch of fans hanging out talking about the football game. So we can approach it for that way, and that'll be a great one. A really good, again, a good test for your Saints. We historically don't play well at Nashua, so we're going to have to clean that up, and I'm sure that's what the focus will be this week is how do we continue to improve? What do we need to do on both lines to improve some blocking schemes there? I think you saw it tonight. Our passing game, depending on your perspective on that and which team you're a fan of, you can say, man, are they trying to run up the score or what are we doing here? And that's not what that was tonight. I think what we see out there is we need to execute better in the passing game. So we need to keep practicing it. We need to keep doing that in live game situations. And as you see some of these replays, I think we did that tonight when we ran some unique routes again tonight that we haven't seen a lot of, and we executed those pretty well. So those will continue to be key and will be even more key next week as we roll into what should be a really good football game. This play right here, Hunter Hillman jumping up and swatting that thing in the air, and Corbin Michaels going and making the pick. That's fun. I tell you what, Saturday morning film when you get to watch that, eat your donut and smile about that one. That'll be fun.
No doubt about it.
The thing I noticed too down the sideline is the coaching staff. They didn't really last week against West Hancock, big ranked game, right? But tonight, they were still. You couldn't tell by looking at the coaching staff tonight that this was a different team they're playing. And I think that's an important thing to show that leadership. Like, hey, we're going to prepare the same way. We're going to execute the same way. It doesn't matter who's across the line of scrimmage from us. We're going to take care of business, whether it's Belmont or West Hancock or Nashua Plainfield or whoever we end up playing the rest of the season.
Yep, exactly right. And I think that is the coaches doing what I say I'm going to do, right, is they preach that, hey, nothing's different here. I don't care if we're playing the number one team in the state or a team that hasn't scored a point this year. We're going to approach this game the same way. And I can tell you that's when coaches don't do that, the players certainly aren't going to. So I think that's credit to our coaching staff to say, no, we're treating this the exact same. And we could hear the coaches through your mic tonight several times, and you could hear that on the sideline when the freshmen were in there. Hey, still coaching them up and still trying to do things different. As throughout that game, it wasn't this thing's over, so we're just going to kind of rest too. No, the coaches were coaching hard still, and players were playing hard, and fun to see some young guys get some opportunity. And obviously some of our big guys, our normal varsity guys, get some key plays and some key experience in tonight. Great win for the Saints on homecoming.
No doubt about it. Is there anything else we need to cover here before we send it off for the evening, guys? Take that silence as a no, but let's go back to our winners here. We didn't have anybody show up, so we're going to go ahead and give that winner, the candle winner. Who was the first one to answer there? It was
Ryan Peterson, wasn't it?
Ryan. Yep.
There it is, Ryan Peterson. You know what? We're going to have to find you here to get this somehow.
I'll see his mom or dad somewhere along the way.
Is that right? Yep. All right. We're going to send this with Not Your Average Joe. Thanks for chiming in. We appreciate that. We're still trying to figure out how to do this, but when the sponsors, in this case Milkhouse Candles, are willing to give away free stuff, we want to make sure that we just kind of make a game of it here and just keep on having fun with the broadcast. So those who did check in tonight, thank you for being here. Again, next week. So actually, let's go back to next week. So there is a home volleyball game on Tuesday. If you're around here, please be here. We are going to be covering that here on Saints TV Tuesday evening starting at 7. If the JV game plays first, there'll probably be less of a, what? Oh, it's pink out. Wear your pink. Thank you.
Pink out at the Tuesday volleyball game.
Tuesday volleyball game, pink out.
Thank you, Natalie Bork, for that tip.
Yep, that's a pretty good tip.
So if you're, or when you come to the game on Tuesday, wear pink.
And if you are watching the game from home because you cannot come to the game, wear your pink to cheer on these Saints as well. You'll fit right in on the other side of your television set. That's Tuesday. Also next week is Friday football again. The only way to see the game is to go to Nashville and watch it. We're doing what we can to try and find a way to get you the game. We're keeping the live stream scheduled for Friday, even though we know we won't be live streaming it. We're trying to find a way. We're turning every stone to find a way to broadcast, and maybe it's a restream of a radio broadcast, but in either case, it will be broadcast live on KCHA radio out of Charles City. I can't think of what that is, but you can also listen live on their website. 95.9 95.9 says Duke Scoop. The guy's got the scoop, so it sounds right to me. So either 95.9 on your radio, or I know that you can log in their website and listen live. Better yet, be there. Come on over to Nashville. It should be a really, really good game between two good teams. Saints visiting Nashville the following week on Friday. We do visit Newman, same situation. We won't be able to live stream the game, but we're doing everything we can. Maybe we can get you a radio broadcast. Maybe Not Your Average Joe can bring you a live radio broadversation from Mason City, Iowa for that Newman game. But, hey, that's it for now. It is 61-6 Saints victory over the visiting Belmond-Klemme. And what do we got? We got fog coming in. Look at
fog rolling in?
Hey, you know what? When you're the last ones here, you see special things.
If you hung around on the live stream this long, you get to see the post-game smoke or fog. We may have a fire. We may have fog.
There may be a guilty party here. Let's zoom in the camera in and see if we can find somebody who may have done this. Who did it? Who did it? Number 75. Number 75. All right. Well, there's Mr. Culberson. He has been super supportive of this Saints TV thing, and we're super proud of what these Saints are accomplishing this year. With that, we're going to sign off. We're going to see you on Tuesday next week, hopefully at the game. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, adios. We're going to try that adios again here. Hold on. I'm not on the right screen, guys. All right, now we'll try that, huh?